What the fuck? We're not even on Geeky. Where is everybody? It's just me and Garbage Gamer. What the fuck is going on?
I work today and I still on fucking time. What the hell?
God damn it.
Lazy
I
ass.
think I've got the wrong mic going.
No, I think you're fine, actually. Never mind.
We're on YouTube. We're not on Geeky. The fuck? Way to drop the ball, guys. I mean, I gave everybody the links like literally 3 hours ago so we could avoid such shenanigans.
Such atrocities.
Seriously, where the fuck is everybody?
I have no idea.
Oh, here we go. There we go. We're on Geeky now. Somebody's paying attention.
At least you're paying attention. Now get your ass in here.
Get in here! Fucking slackers! McFly!
Bueller.
So how are you this week, Mr. Gamer of Garbage?
I am okay.
Excellent.
There you are.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sean and Gang of One. Oh, two now. Hooray!
I'm here. Calm
Where
down.
were you?
I was playing Skylanders and
Oh, you
my door.
Fucking new addiction.
It's jealous.
It was so perfectly timed. You had the Blade Runner soundtrack was playing, and it ended exactly at 8. I
Oh,
was like sitting here waiting to go live, and I'm like, where is everybody?
I put it in, but apparently I didn't click next or play next, add the next. So it was sitting there. I was like, oh, I should have just clicked the next button like 10 minutes
Put
ago.
it in. That's good enough. Back to Skylanders.
No, I put it. But when you sent the link 5 hours ago or whatever, I put the link in there ready to go. So all I just do is hit next, and I forgot.
There we go. A little nicer.
There we go.
So yeah, I was sitting there. It was sitting there just waiting for me to go and hit the next play next button.
It's like, as I have done many times with the Facebook posts, the fuck, it's ready. What's going on? Oh, I didn't click submit. Oops.
Yeah.
So greetings, everyone. Welcome to another completely fucked up right off the bat Saturday Night InSaNiTy. How y'all doing?
It's business as usual.
Business as usual, folks.
Yep.
So for those of you sticking around for the long haul, we will be playing Episode 4 of Game of Thrones, the Telltale Games series, after the show. So stick around for that. That'll be over on Twitch.
Cool.
As for here, we'll be doing, the usual stuff. Geeky news, pickups, the usual. I actually have pickups this week. Like,
big deal.
a stupid amount of pickups, actually.
With a big brain on Brad, I've got a stupid amount of pickups, too.
I went a little crazy after the drought, so...
The drugs? After the drugs?
Yes, after the drugs. Welcome, aficionados Chris Delasola.
Hey, you got my last name right.
I did.
You get thumbs up for that.
Delasola? What?
That's kind of cool.
Deli soda? What?
So yeah, apparently the lower thirds won't turn on.
Oh, really?
I
didn't even
have
try.
mine.
Great, no one else's can turn on. Congrats.
Great.
At least mine's broken.
At least turn it on so that at least the camera will be positioned properly.
Yep.
Every time I'm in here, I forget how to fucking do it.
Awesome. As it should be.
Move the video chat over here so people look like. So it looks like I'm looking at people when I'm talking to you guys.
Who made
I'm looking right at you.
If I go like
Into your
this, I can look
soul.
directly at you.
Who made the animated GIF of Sean saying and Ryan Chataway?
Probably
And
Justin.
Ryan Shadoway.
Guessing Justin. Yeah.
I don't know if he's coming this week. If Ryan's
He said he's going to be late.
No,
Okay.
Ryan isn't probably gonna come. Who knows?
All right.
But Justin's gonna be late.
So it'll be
Usual.
everybody as usual, and not Ryan Shadoway.
By the way, whenever Ryan sends me a package, I'm stealing the clip of you saying
Oh,
and Ryan
looking
Chataway.
like,
Yes.
looking like
I'm
a
gonna-
disc jockey there.
I'm going to use that for the one that you sent me, actually. I still have to do the package opening of that.
Nice. The
It's
and
like-
Ryan Chataway still.
Yeah, so thanks very much, Skin Slip and Ryan Shadoway. Like, no, what the fuck? He had nothing to do with this. It's just Skin Slip and Ryan Shadoway.
No, me. Stop it, me.
Stop it, me. Yep. And there we go.
Sorry, I'm
That's
just.
all we got for you this week.
I'm adjusting my microphone.
Good night.
So there. Fuck you.
There it is. And Ryan Chataway.
Yes. And the skin slip dance gif.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No.
Horseradish is not an instrument either.
Puts his hand down.
Into my vision.
Alright, Stout says he's going to be late. No reason given, just an animated GIF of someone saying my apologies. Okay then. At least it's your own apologies and you didn't steal someone else's. Well, I guess technically you did because you used a GIF, but whatever. Blah.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
He's weak.
So-
He's late every week, and every week you go, oh, where's Justin? For 4 years! 4 years you have done this!
No. 3.
Shut the fuck up! You know what I mean. Shouldn't have this fucking problem anymore.
Well, since
Shopping. Every fucking
struggling
Saturday
getting-
shopping.
struggling to get in gear here, allow me to read to you a rant that I wrote and posted on my Facebook page earlier today.
Oh, in that case, I'll be right back.
This was
Who has to go to the bathroom?
heard it already. My crew, ladies and gentlemen, they love it. Can't you tell? So there was an article on Digital Bits. I was kind of wondering why they were so quiet on this particular subject because I posted a little blurb about this a while ago when the news first broke, like back in January. Star Trek, the 50th anniversary is this year of the other longest running sci-fi franchise in history. 2 years ago was Doctor Who. This year is Star Trek. So you would expect a shit ton of Star Trek stuff happening, and there is some Star Trek stuff happening. We got Star Trek Beyond coming out to theaters. We got the new TV series coming out only on CBS's streaming service that barely anybody in the world can access or cares about. What the fuck? Anyway, there's a new Star
Less
Trek
people
series.
care about it than can access it. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's such... Yeah, anyway, that's a whole other subject.
I'm a big fan of streaming services. I've used Exploitation TV and I've used
Yeah.
Fandor, both excellent streaming services.
No,
but
that's fine, but
some of these studio-owned ones are shit.
it's like the networks are just like so desperate not to be irrelevant anymore. So, well, let's have our own streaming service. Like, no. Produce your shows and license them to other streaming services that people actually have. Anyway, whatever. It's all old people who don't know what they're doing. Soon they'll die, and then the young people will actually get the things back on track. So we'll just
I
have
love
to
that
wait for that.
mentality. They'll all be dead anyway. We'll get what we want.
And then they'll actually do things properly because it'll be young people who actually understand the way the world works instead of people clinging to the fucking old world that doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, we're living in a new world. The old people just haven't caught up, so we're just waiting for them to die, basically. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're already over here. Why haven't you come over across the fence, fuckers? Jesus.
So one of the big things
Ooh, over here.
that I've been keeping an eye on is
We've got marshmallows.
they're putting out 2 new sets of the original 10 Star Trek movies, the 6
Ugh.
classic crew, original crew, and the 4 Next Generation
In
movies. So,
hideous plain white covers.
well, yeah. Well, here, hold on. I can I think I can show you.
It's just that thing where they're cutting down on costs by printing mostly white covers.
Yeah, here, hold on a second. I can.
Which looks nice for some, but not for others. And it's getting overdone.
Here, I will show you the covers. Yeah, the artwork is fine on the covers. Yeah, it's that annoying minimalist white style that we're
Which
seeing.
is nice
a
for
lot
some
of,
movies, like I said,
But
But
yeah,
Star
I
Trek,
would,
really?
yeah, we want more sort of outer spaciness and stuff. Come on.
And now those are nice. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
As I said, I mean, the artwork itself is nice. However, it's that,
Fucking
let's
white.
cut down on ink costs by making it 50% white.
It's like
But,
6% white.
Chataway.
Jesus. And Ryan
And
Chataway.
Ryan Chataway. Oh my God, he is here.
Right after
Hooray.
you said 50% white.
It's like he heard the call.
I actually did. I actually started watching.
Oh, you were. It's like,
100%
uh-oh.
white in here.
I
I'm
should
shocked
put it.
now.
I should put in an appearance and just blow their minds.
Well, I right when I clicked watch, I hear Eric talk about the and Ryan Chataway gif, and
Oh.
I was like, you know what? I think it's time.
At least
Fuck
show
it.
up.
Yeah.
I will come to the show. There he is,
Ryan
folks.
Chataway.
All his glory. So you can see my screen on my camera and Ryan Chataway. There you go. It never gets old. All right. So anyway, so the hideous covers aside and complaints with that. That's not the real issue. The real issue is it's yet another repackage of the 2009 Blu-rays. People are saying, "Oh, those horrible 2009 transfers." No, it's worse than that. Those transfers, I'm pretty damn fucking sure, date back to 2001 when they put out the special edition DVDs. So we're
They're
talking
DVD masters, man.
We're talking, yeah, they're DVD masters. The DNR to hell because they were produced for DVD. They were not produced for Blu-ray. They were done in 1080p. DNR to hell to prevent excessive artifacting for the DVD releases done almost 20 years ago.
Yep,
and
it just looks like ass because of it. It looks
really
undetailed, smeary mess.
It absolutely looks like ass. And so this is the big problem. So here we are, 50th anniversary, perfect opportunity to really give these movies the proper deluxe treatment that they have deserved for far too long. They already missed the boat with the first release, the first new Star Trek movie. They missed the boat with the second Star Trek movie. And now they're missing the boat with the fucking 50th anniversary. That is unacceptable. Like, this should be when they pull the films out of the vault, do whole new scans, and just hype up to the max all new 4K transfers, all 10 movies, 50th anniversary celebration.
New special features, come on.
Like, bring over the old special features, put some new special features on, like, for Christ fucking sakes, talk about missing the boat. So this was
all the special features over from every previous release.
So this was my rant. So the only thing that we're actually getting new on Blu-ray is the animated series, which is great. I'm really stoked about that. It's long overdue.
Oh, man, I just bought the fucking DVD.
I know. I'm glad I kept waiting, hoping, praying, because I knew they had the film prints, because they put the first episode, More Tribbles, More Troubles, on the season 2 set in high definition. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, they have the film prints. They could release this on Blu-ray, so I've been waiting ever since. So this was my rant as I posted it on the Facebook page here, and I quote, I say, "This is so infuriating. It's the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, and Paramount is doing next to nothing to celebrate it with their Blu-ray releases. We're getting the animated series on Blu-ray, and it's about fucking time, and I'm genuinely excited to hear that, but that should only be the start of the exciting news. Oh, we're getting another remaster of Wrath of Khan, and possibly a 4K release. Great. But what about the other 9 movies that still have complete shit transfers? Transfers that have now been repackaged and re-released more times than I care to think about. So what are they doing about those for the 50th anniversary? There's got to be something great coming, right? I mean, it's the 50th anniversary of one of the most successful sci-fi franchises in history. So what are they doing? Not a goddamn thing. Yet another repackaging. Seriously, how is it they have no problem shelling out to fully remaster all 79 episodes of the original series and all 178 episodes of The Next Generation, but somehow just can't find the resources to do a stinking 9 movies? Just rescan the fucking things and give us the Blu-ray we actually want. Give us the alternate cuts. Dump all the extras over from the previous releases. This should be a no-brainer. This is something that would take infinitely less effort and resources to do properly than what was required to bring the original series Next Generation to Blu-ray. We fucking want the fucking Star Trek movies on fucking Blu-ray in actually watchable form. Make it happen, for fuck's sake. No more goddamn motherfucking repackages of those utter shit transfers. I'm so sick of this shit. How can the same studio give us such stellar treatment of the TV shows, yet such garbage treatment
different studio,
of
that's
the
why.
movies?
Because CBS is doing the remasters of...
Wait until after the rant, then add your comments. All right, go ahead.
It's my
the rant is invalidated by the fucking facts. By the facts but that CBS is doing the remaster of the TV show, and Paramount should be doing the master of the movies. And sure, they're part of the same mega conglomerate, but they have different fucking owners, different fucking budgets, and different fucking priorities, all of which are all fucking backwards, I might add. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just
absolutely.
Saying.
No, I know.
Come on, Paramount.
Bottom line is, Paramount is to blame. I mean, that's regardless of if it's done by two different divisions, it's still the same fucking parent company. They're still the ones who answer.
No. They're owned by the same conglomerate, but they're different companies. They have different budgets and different everything. That's the thing. They have their own money, so they're different. They don't talk to each other very well. In fact, they don't cooperate well, even though they're part of the same conglomerate.
Yeah.
I've heard horror stories from inside where they're just like trying to get shit from TV side, and TV is ignoring them because they have their own shit going on, and no one likes each other. And it's like, what the fuck?
But here's one of the big core problems of that. Mantle Blu-ray responded to that, and I think he really hit the nail on the head. He says studios nowadays are more choosy about which catalog release to master.
Sorry, Wubble Up Dub. I didn't mean to kick you.
Oh.
Misclick, Wubble Up. Sorry.
Sorry. Mantle Blu-ray says studios nowadays are more choosy about which catalog releases to remaster. Understandably, movies like Good Burger won't get a new 4K master. That being said, the Star Trek movies should have been a real no-brainer. Plus, it would give reliable fans more incentive to dump money on those 30-plus-year-old movies. So get to it, Paramount. Yeah, because Star Trek is Paramount's flagship brand. That's like their one huge franchise that they have. They're trying to make other ones, but there's nothing on the scale of Star Trek as far as Paramount's franchises. Nothing, not even close. So it just blows my mind that they have this massive, worldwide brand that they own, lock, stock, and barrel, and they're just fucking over the fans. They're keeping that alive. I just don't get it.
One thing I wanted to mention about this is, I remember late last year, I was kind of researching this whole thing because I was wondering as well as a Star Trek fan, what are they going to do for the 50th?
Yeah.
We just had the Godzilla thing, and every franchise is doing something for their anniversary.
The big anniversary.
So I was like, okay, well, Star Trek anniversary is coming up. I was rewatching my DVDs. I was like, well, maybe they'll actually, those special edition DVDs they have that are like really awesome that they should, transfer them to Blu-ray. Well, I was thinking, well, maybe the 50th, we'll be able to get them. Well, obviously, there's nothing about it right now, and that's probably all they're not going to do it. But I was kind of excited when I realized that they were going to do that like Star Trek experience thing that I went to. But even then, it was an amazing, music, the visuals, all that stuff. It was amazing, but you could tell that it wasn't. I mean, it was official, but there's something about it. You could tell that it wasn't really. I don't know. It didn't have that magic Star Trek touch that I think it should have had for the 50th anniversary. That's really what I'm talking about. They didn't mention really anything about it afterwards before. I don't know. I just feel like they're really missing the boat with this. They could really make a ton of. I mean, if it's about money, they can make a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
And the fans are there. Why are they doing that?
You're making new fans every year with these new movies, and come on, get on it, guys.
There's even a new Star Trek movie coming out.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Right?
This year, there's the new Star Trek movie, the new Star Trek TV series. The thing is, I think the other thing is they're really missing the boat as far as for more deeply engaging the new fans. Because I mean, the new movies feature the original crew from an alternate universe. So why aren't they capitalizing on that? If there's all this interest in the new movies and they have all of this, they're making all this money. Why aren't they capitalizing on that by saying, hey, check out the original crew and these brand new, sparkling, beautiful, remastered special edition Blu-rays of the first 6 movies?
What about Voyager, huh?
Again, it's a freaking no-brainer. How is nobody in the upper echelons of Paramount thinking of this? It just
and they could promote it. They could promote it really good to fit in. I mean, all they would need to do is show a commercial with Chris Pine and all the new crew, and just show the scene from Into Darkness where they're talking about Khan, and he's talking and Leonard Nimoy's talking about Khan, and they're like, Did you know Khan? Did you face him? And like they could even use that as like, find out what Spock's talking about, or like see what happened, to the, what, I don't know. I feel like there's so much they could actually do, but they want to go ahead and overcharge you for the Star Trek stuff is expensive. They want to overcharge you with everything, but they won't, treat the fans right in this way.
Yeah,
They still want to charge $500 for a complete series or something, but they're not going to give us proper HD transfers of the original, film series.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's funny. I need to ask is like, do we know which version of Khan they're like? Is it going to have the extended cut or the theatrical cut?
I'm pretty sure it won't.
No, it's going to be whatever random shit they decide to do, and I bet you it won't even be real 4K. It'll be an upgrade of the DVD master, right?
The master that they already. No, well,
yeah,
no,
it'll be an upres of the fucking 4K upres of the current DVD master that they put on Blu-rays. That's what.
Well, no, hold on. Wrath of Khan was the one of the 10 that actually got a remaster back in 2009.
Okay, well, they'll upres that instead.
Yeah.
Like they did.
Wasn't it
I
something
think
like
the Martians
the
upres
print
too,
was,
right?
Yeah.
Like, wasn't the print deteriorating or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe we should just do that for all of them before you get to that point with all of them, dumbasses.
It was a
What
case.
was that the theatrical cut for that master that they did?
Yes. It was the theatrical cut.
So what about the extended cut? Like, is it possible that print is still fine?
I don't think that the extended cut I don't think exists in a complete form other than digitally. I'm pretty sure that was just a case of they found an extra scene when they were going through some of the film elements and just kind of slapped it in there as a bonus. But I don't know that I don't even know what the extension is, to be honest. Like, that's the version I have because I've got the DVD sets that Ryan mentioned from a few years back. By the way, I was going to say, when I was looking at this, I was thinking, like, how old actually are those masters? I mean, we're pretty sure that these films have not been touched since those DVDs were done. When were those DVDs done exactly? So I went and dug them off the shelf. 2001 and 2002. So
those were
like the brick
So it was
sets,
15 years
right?
ago. Wow.
they're like
the boxes,
the double
Yeah, the
thick.
big black boxes. My old man has those. That's how I saw those Star Trek movies.
No, it's the double thick DVD cases. The special editions they put out of all
the silver and gold spines and shit.
Yeah. Those are the ones.
Those are great.
Those are awesome. That's the last time that those movies were really given the royal treatment.
I see them all the goddamn time at pawn shops, and it like
they're great.
In regards to this conversation, it's like every time I see them, I go, "Oh, I would love to own these movies, but I want a better Blu-ray." And I just always they're always like $3 or $4, and it's like that's a great deal, but I know by the time I buy this, they'll probably announce something. But now it seems like they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Everything about those sets are just awesome. I mean, the artwork. I want a poster of every single cover.
Well, for the most part, they
kind
use.
of reminded me of those 97, those 97 re-releases of Star Wars.
Sorry, what?
Louder than Chris. So
For some reason, they always reminded me of the special edition posters of Star Wars back in like '97.
Oh yeah.
Even though they're like the original posters, it was just like I always felt like Star Wars was probably copying that when they re-released it.
Yeah. But yeah, the DVD sets had all the original theatrical posters. And that's one of the things I always loved about the original movies was they all had great posters.
Gosh, they were gorgeous.
Just beautiful painted posters, the kind us nostalgia freaks just love. But and you really don't need anything. I don't think, like, other than the Blu-ray releases, I don't think they really ever did other covers for the VHS and DVD releases. They almost always just went with the movie poster artwork because
if it ain't
broke, don't need anything else.
And that's another thing. That's another thing. Not only do we get like these Blu-rays that they have now, like I know they kind of they're changing up that like big collection like cover, but how boring are those Blu-ray covers? It literally just shows two of the characters, and it's like that generic Blu-ray cover art.
Yeah,
2016 or 2015 look.
Just the Photoshop template with a new character face put in that layer.
I mean, it's basically like InSaNiTy. Like there's a lower third, and that's the title. I mean,
so Luke in the chat said you mentioned the unaltered original trilogy. Yo, Luke is $2.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like, I mean, I felt similar pangs of irritation during the Doctor Who 50th anniversary because there were certain things happening that just didn't make a lot of sense to me. I felt like the 50th anniversary special for Doctor Who, while it was a great New Who episode, didn't really feel like a celebration of all things Who. And a lot of people were saying at the time, including myself, that, wow, the 20th anniversary of Doctor Who back in 1983 was a bigger, more, celebratory celebration than the 50th anniversary is now. And I feel like it's the same thing all over again with Star Trek. A lot of fans I've been seeing have been saying, you remember the 25th anniversary of Star Trek? That was fucking special. We had a lot of shit going on, and it really felt like a celebration that year.
Yeah.
And this
Even the
year,
30th. We got DVD releases on the 30th.
yeah,
Right? No, it was the 25th. No, what? 35th on the 35th. We got DVDs on the 35th anniversary. 15 years later, and what? No Blu-ray? No better Blu-ray? Come on now.
no, I don't know.
Fucking Christ.
Was it Commander Shepard was saying the reason that he heard was that, from what I've heard, the next generation Blu-rays didn't meet or exceed the projections that Paramount had for the sales, so maybe this stopped them from spending the money on releasing the movies. And the
That's because they fucked it up the first time.
I don't know, but
if they released good fucking transfers the first time, they would have sold well.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of us who didn't buy it because of that.
But then that doesn't explain shit like films like Spartacus and Patton getting remasters
And
proper.
remakes, by the way.
Sorry, they were in regards to the sales, they're talking about the TV series.
Oh, okay.
The
Sorry,
season
I
sets.
apologize.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they charge like $80 a pop, so I can see why they didn't sell that well.
Well, they're expensive as shit. Yeah.
They're
Not
also
everyone
off the
gets
date,
them
though.
fucking mailed for a review,
They
okay?
remastered all
you're lucky.
the effects. So I mean, like that costs money, and I understand why they cost $80.
Oh, I
just
get
can't
that.
afford it.
I get that. I mean, it's the same principle as when it's a show like I remember when Miami Vice came out on DVD, the season sets were really expensive even at the time. They were like $60, $70 a season because of all the music licensing. Because they had they kept all the music intact for that. Like, there's not a single song that's been replaced in that whole 5-season set.
That's astounding.
They did it.
They're not even the last special features because of that though, because they used the budget on clearing the music, you know.
There's literally 5 featurettes, one for each season, and
no one can complain because that fucking music was expensive to fucking pay for.
And holy shit, without the music, can you imagine what a different show that would be?
It'd be terrible.
The
Unless
music
maybe they could feel decent with other 80s music, perhaps,
it wouldn't have the same.
It wouldn't have the same effect because the show's edited to and it's shot to the music and it's there for a reason, you know.
I was actually watching a couple episodes the other day and I was thinking that exact same thing. I was just like, man, this show's just fucking awesome.
Those first 2 episodes, the premiere is just. It's like a great fucking movie.
It is. Well, the music is just such an integral part of that. And so anyway, that's why the seasons cost so expensive. So back to Star Trek.
right, yeah.
If you're just joining, Checkie's Gone Wild.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, at the very least, I'm going to have my own little celebration, and I do plan to pick up the Blu-ray sets, the original series, and the animated series at the very least this year, because those are pretty affordable. So.
And it's fucking animated show on Blu-ray. You gotta support that shit, so more will come out.
Well, it's a Filmation show too, which is actually really rare to get on Blu-ray because the vast majority of Filmation's film prints were destroyed by Hallmark back in the day. I've heard rumors they may have actually found a few that managed to survive. I don't know how many. I don't know of what specifically, but apparently they may have recovered some.
Whoever saved those, you were a fucking saint.
Yes.
You are a saint. You don't even know how goddamn important you are to film preservation.
Oh, I know.
When you ignore in order to destroy something, you fucking save it. You were doing like the god of film's work. I mean,
it's a piece of history that's been saved.
Yeah. You're saving the beauty that is film history.
Yeah. So apparently,
it's a TV show, but it's on film. It's important.
Yeah. The last I heard, I haven't heard any specific details beyond a little bit of. Pretty, well-sourced rumor, basically that they had recovered some of the original NTSC video masters of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and possibly some film prints. And
the DVD of the animated series is fucking $20 right now. Shit, I might buy that just to tide me over.
Of Star Trek?
The animated series, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like $20,
it is
man.
cheap, but now I feel like
It's a great
I
series.
just bought a fucking.
Hey, it's $20. I know $20 is a lot to us, but in the long run, $20
Well, it
is really a
depends.
lot.
Like
You know?
when you, it's like when it's a set where you've wanted it for so long to be part of your collection, and then finally you're like, well, shit. Now
I
it is
think
a
we-
Blu-ray.
But now you wait
Didn't
till the
we-
animated series on Blu-ray is $20, and you buy it again for $20.
Didn't we,
Yes.
you got that fairly recently, didn't you, Chris? I seem to recall we've talked about that before, like here.
Yes, it was last Christmas. It was a gift.
Okay. Yeah, it was probably.
So yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
it just feels.
We talked about it earlier in the year when Chris
Yeah.
was here
Yeah.
last.
Because I do recall saying that I was thinking of just pulling the trigger on the DVD because I was losing hope there would ever be a Blu-ray. Then they announced the Blu-ray. I'm like, oh, good.
Oh, hooray!
I need to lament more often about things I wish were on Blu-ray.
I'm considering buying the DVD because it will be years before I buy the Blu-ray. So.
Yeah.
Unless someone happens to send you a copy.
Well,
I don't, dude. I get things like once in a blue moon, and I'm super grateful when they come. But I'm saying, like, I don't expect that ever because it just doesn't really happen, you know. Like, not a big deal. Maybe if I had 10,000 subs and got things all the time or something, I don't know.
Well,
10,000 subs.
keep on keeping on. You know, we never know.
Out of all of the Star Trek talk, I only have one thing to say. I watched Wrath of Khan today.
Yay!
I love Wrath of Khan.
Okay. I didn't know if you'd seen it or not. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah, I'd seen it tons of. It was on MeTV.
Oh, okay.
Commander Shepard asked a really good question. Some good Blu-ray news. Says Zarin Isaac, what are your thoughts on Mill Creek releasing Airwolf on Blu-ray? That came totally out of left field. Out
of left field. So fucking hard.
I'm actually pretty stoked about that. It's funny because I was just thinking about and discussing Airwolf with some people not 2 weeks prior to that announcement. And
Really?
listening to the theme song again for the first time in years. And I was like, wow, it'd be great to get. I really got to get those DVD sets one of these days. And then Mill Creek is like, oh, we're bringing it out on Blu-ray. I'm like, okay.
Didn't like,
Just take my money.
I read that press release. They said like Mill Creek got a lot of they got Miami Vice.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
re-releasing Miami
Yeah,
Vice.
I finally get Miami Vice for a reasonable price.
maybe-
No offense.
Maybe I'm just of a different era, but to me, the news that shot my ass through the roof was that they got Quantum Leap. I'm thinking, oh, please give me a Blu-ray of Quantum Leap.
Yes.
I need a Blu-ray of Quantum Leap.
Because trying to assemble, like the problem is with Quantum Leap is like 1, 2, 4, and like the last couple are fine, but then there's like 2 fucking seasons that are expensive as shit, and it's like it doesn't. And, like,
Well, that's why I never
economical
bought them.
expensive
Is that
Exactly.
like the prices fluctuate on those?
Well, see,
now I'm just gonna buy the complete series.
See, that often happens. I mean, one of two things can happen: is a series will take so long to come out in complete form that the earlier seasons will go out of print and then have
Some
go
get
for
reprinted,
ungodly
some
sum. The other thing that can happen is the first 2 don't sell phenomenally well, but enough to do a smaller release of the final season. This is what happened with Forever Night.
A bunch of BCI clip shows. Yeah.
The first 2 seasons were put out in in a lot of BCI clip shows, especially towards the end. So they put out the first 2 seasons of Forever Night. They did well enough, and then a lot of people didn't think that the 3rd season was going to come out at all, and then it did, but in very limited quantities. Which is why if you ever look for those 3 DVD sets online, you'll be able to find the first 2 seasons really
Yesterday,
cheap.
that was me.
I'm
not joking. Yesterday, I was looking for it. Yeah.
Oh, for Forever Night, really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great
I've
show.
only ever seen
I
the
love that show.
original. I've only ever seen the original TV movie with Rick Springfield.
Oh, Rick Springfield.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I come from a Rick Springfield family. That movie was on 24/7.
The TV series is so much better. It's just
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
everybody.
a really wonderful series.
The weird
But,
thing is
Hi,
that the
Cassidy.
TV has some kind
Hey,
of.
Cass.
But
Hey.
the 3rd season basically, I guess, had a much lower print run, so it became harder to find very quickly. I just happened to luck out. I found it for, I forget what it was now. Like, it wasn't what it usually goes for, and snagged it to complete the collection and treasure it. And hi, Cass.
Hi.
What were
Sorry,
we talking
I'm late.
about?
Sorry, I'm late. I was having a nap and it went into overtime.
Cass is joining us for the first time on SNI with real internet.
And a real
Yeah, I was
beer.
gonna say if you can kind of tell, I sort of have a pickup this week. So yes, I am on a 100 megabit down at least. Actually, I've gotten higher than that even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually give you a little bit of overhead.
185 at one point, you said? Like, Jesus.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm pretty sure that's just a glitch because that was on his phone. I was like, no.
You're not getting 185 on your
There's
phone.
no way.
He was getting,
I actually got 130 earlier today from the driveway.
yeah, he got 107. He showed me. He sent me a message. He showed me 175 via Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on a second. That strange guy says we need a complete series of MASH. We need it now before all the actors fucking. What, dude? Seriously?
Isn't there a fucking complete set?
He's probably
What
talking
happened?
about Blu-ray.
He's going to get it.
Congratulations! There's now a complete
We
series.
have
of
it.
They were
We've
probably
had
talking
it
about
for
Blu-ray.
years. Where have you been sleeping? It's out.
Ignorance is
It's been
painful.
out in
Anyways,
multiple forms. You can get the individual season sets, or you can get the Martinis and Medicine collection. Do it all in one shebang. It's out.
It's in his hands.
I don't think Sean heard it.
No.
He's gonna make us watch it. He's gonna make us watch it at some point because he's an asshole.
I think my favorite thing
John,
is somebody
you missed it.
responded
Nate, when you-
saying, there is a complete series of Mask. Shout Factory did.
There's
It's a
also a
completely
complete
different show.
series of masks. Yes.
That's another one I was looking at.
Released in multiple forms too. There's all the Region 2 releases of it too.
Good luck, Cass.
One of which I have.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. The joke's gone.
I went to
What was
mute.
the joke?
I took a double
Say,
swing.
say the joke now, Cass. We're ready for the joke. What's the joke?
Right when you were holding up, and now Eric is trying to help me tell
Shut up! Just let him tell
No,
the
that's
joke.
part of the joke.
Oh my god!
Well, sort of, yeah.
I
When
still
you
don't
were
know what
holding
the
up-
joke is.
I'm the only one not talking.
I'm ready to just go like ding, 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 ding.
Everybody shut up!
Thing I just started saying because the guy's saying, "Oh, we need the complete set. It's not out yet." As you're holding it up, I just started singing, "Ignorance is painful."
Okay. There you go.
I came in with it. I could take her leave if I tried.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That strange guy says, "Sorry, I meant on Blu-ray." That would be cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now that would
That's
that'd
different.
be great. What is the fucking joke? Okay, sorry.
Anyways, yeah. So getting back to my new thing. So yeah. So for those who have been following the saga for the last year and a half, I am now finally on the desktop tonight.
Yay!
After it
On a
being
wired-
out like 3 months before.
On a stupidly
Yeah.
fast hardwired connection.
Yeah.
Moving
So
in
my
real time.
hardwired 100 megabit down connection on the new
And
desktop
up.
with a 720p webcam. So yeah.
JL asks, Sean, are you getting any 4K Blu-rays soon? No.
I'm gonna
There's your
get,
answer.
my plan is to get the 4K release of The Martian
Yeah, I might.
and a few new Hollywood films at Black Friday when they're like $20 or $15.
Yeah. I will get some eventually.
They're dual
But,
packs. They're on Blu-rays too. That's why I'm gonna get it. You know.
Scarecrow says the lack of Batman versus Superman talk is disturbing. Well, there's nothing to talk about right
Great.
now.
There's another trailer. I don't give a fuck. I'm just release the movie already.
Was there another trailer? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
The last one spoiled enough for me.
Yeah,
I'm
I already
good.
know the fucking villain of the movie. Thanks.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I'll be able to
Lucas.
talk about it next Saturday.
Luke asks, Sean, thoughts on the Blade Runner sequel? I think they're filming soon. I'm so conflicted about them even touching it. Well,
What's
I'm
the
not-
director's name who's doing that?
I
Sorry.
don't actually know. Cass, can you at least pretend to turn your lower third on, then it will at least orient your camera correctly?
Okay.
Could you at least pretend
They're
to
not
care?
working.
They're not working for anyone but him because it's
I don't know why.
I thought it was. I thought
Hang
the
on.
director is Nicholas
It's
Winding
really-
Refn.
No bother putting your name,
Dennis
Cass. Nobody's
Villeneuve.
Oh,
He's
he's
Sicario.
he's in it?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did
that's-
Sicario recently.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Well,
Ryan Gosling.
I'm excited about the possibility of being able to revisit that world and possibly see more of it. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I know that Harrison Ford is involved. Ridley Scott.
Ryan Gosling is in it too,
Ryan Gosling is in it.
Awesome.
and he doesn't usually star in shit. He's pretty picky about his project. So if he
Hold on,
leaves the
wait,
project, then you start worrying.
Oh yeah, Thrash Fingers said there. A Blade Runner
What?
sequel is being
Oh,
directed by Bob Saget. So international director Bob Saget. Yeah. So good. Bob Saget.
Villeneuve. Villeneuve. I can't say his name. I apologize. Denny's.
Villain venue.
Name up.
Villain venue. Yeah, well, let's just say, I mean, at this stage, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think there's a lot that could potentially be done visually with that world with today's technology. I mean, just more detail and such in the state. I mean, it was already pretty fucking detailed to begin with. I mean, that's just, as we said before, I mean, Blade Runner was the exception to the rule because there was a strike, which gave the pre-production team way more time to work on all the sets and models and miniatures and stuff. So they were able to give it a look that just would not have been possible under the normal time constraints of production. So it actually was a blessing that they got all that extra time. So they just kept working through. It wasn't a strike for their department, so they just kept working. But
there was
yeah,
there was an interesting little
cautious
poster
optimism
that was kind of floating around my Facebook page. I know it's not real, but the poster was still pretty badass when I saw it. And it was a poster for a Batman Beyond movie. And the list
I
of
wish.
yeah, I know, I so wish because
I saw that.
listen to the list of actors that they put on here, and they put Wes Bentley, Jared Leto, Bryan Cranston, Scarlett Johansson, Meryl Streep, and Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton as old Batman in a Batman Beyond movie is like the perfect thing ever. By the way.
So there's the poster. Those posters. I'm like, that is a badass poster.
Sorry. Olivia 100 was just asking if anyone has the Munsters or Roseanne. I used to have the individual season sets of Roseanne. I sold them off because I want to get just the more compact, complete series set. I want to get the Munsters. At the moment, I just have the movies and some of the specials that they did. Or do I even have that? No, I just have the movies. I
I feel like they've been trying to ask you that question for a long time.
Quite possibly. Let me show this Batman Beyond poster here. I do have Batman Beyond.
Love Batman Beyond.
I need to actually watch it. There we go. Can you see that?
Yes.
Hold on a second.
I am
There
not
we
a fan of Wes Bentley or Jared Leto. So
What's
that
wrong with
part
Jared Leto?
Not a fan of him. Bryan
Whatever.
Cranston, though, that's a pretty cool cast. And Scarlett Johansson.
And Michael Keaton.
So
Yeah.
are we saying like Bryan Cranston's old Joker?
That'd be interesting.
That's an interesting casting choice.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would just cast Jack Nicholson though. he's been living as a Joker since '89 anyway. So
You know, that's kind of funny that you said that because there is a second Batman Beyond poster that actually has Jack.
Scarlett Johansson would be like Batwoman Beyond. Duh. We gotta do something cool and new for the movie,
Oh yeah.
and that'd be awesome, by the way. A Batwoman
Sean.
Beyond. Fuck, just do Batman Beyond and have it be a woman, and just be like, "Fuck you, bitch! It's wearing armor. It can be anybody in the Batman costume."
Then we'd have the Ghostbusters thing all over again.
No, but it's still shut.
But that'll give Stout something to talk
I don't
about.
give a crap. If everyone's gonna complain and be sexist, that's their problem, not mine. I want a cool, awesome movie.
And just like that, the chat went silent and awkward.
Yeah,
Well, I thought
sorry.
someone was trying to say something, and we just kind of steamrolled.
No. So do we have any idea when Stout is coming, or should we just start on pickup?
Any minute now.
Okay, we'll just wait then.
He's on his way home like 30 minutes ago, so any minute now.
Okay.
Might be pooping for all I know. I don't know.
Has anybody
Excellent.
seen the Polish poster for Return of the Jedi?
That's a random thing to bring up.
I know, it's kind of random, but
okay,
Random
I'm gonna-
movie posters?
Let me preface this by Polish film posters are almost always the most crazy fucking thing you've ever seen, and almost all of them look like horror movies.
yeah, like the best one with Darth Vader's helmet looked like it was shot through the head with a shotgun.
Look up any movie in Polish poster, and you will find
Wow.
craziness.
That is
Power
crazy.
Jedi.
Holy
It's
shit.
Power of the Jedi?
Power Rocks Jedi.
Which I don't think that's how we're supposed to say that. We're butchering that.
not.
But
Phenomenal.
I'm sure we are.
Say Polish
I
poster
said we
5
said
times
it too.
fast.
I would told Debowski.
There we go.
That's almost what the poster would look like if in America if David Lynch had directed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened.
Loved that.
Well, it's interesting. You got the black and red
Big-
licorice Darth Vader there.
Yeah.
Debowski Polish poster.
Oh god.
Curious.
Dude, where's my car? Polish.
Oh
poster.
my goodness! What?
It looks like Mad Max.
Oh my god, guys! Oh my god!
Did I stumble
What?
upon something amazing?
What?
No, I gotta show you. This is the Big Lebowski Polish poster. Here you go for this insanity. I just had to look up a random movie.
Whoa! Holy crap!
Damn.
Isn't that awesome?
I just bought that car last week.
That's
Oh my
fucking
god!
great,
These,
dude.
I did discover something amazing.
Hilarious.
These posters are fucking weird.
But like it's it's an
Not-
expressionist
wait,
version of the
wait.
movie, right?
Donnie looks like Doug's friend.
Well, yeah, I know.
I
But look at it, like
But with
it's
hair.
an expressionist version of the trailer. Someone saw the trailer and then did this.
this is very disturbing poster for Muppets Take
Oh
Hungary.
God!
Okay.
Look at Animal.
Wait a minute, did you say the Muppets take Hungary?
Hollywood.
All right,
Holy
last
Christ.
one. Let's get to some pickups. God damn it.
What the hell?
Where is it?
Oh yeah, Stout's here finally.
Where is
Here
it?
it is.
Stout's here.
I hope Stout appears.
Where's the Muppets one? There we go.
There.
Screen.
Guys, damn.
Oh Lord.
Ah.
All right, let's see here.
Here, I need to switch. I need to show this.
It's not all about Kermit. It's all about Animal. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, and The Shining with some very disturbing
Share.
nun screaming at you.
Guys, look at this Godfather Part 2 poster.
God damn it.
The Polish Godfather Part 2 poster.
God damn it!
All right. Great. We could spend all night looking at Polish posters. Let's get to pickups. All right. How much has everybody got?
I have
Got
one. One big one.
Okay, Eric has one.
One big one and one I kind of have to talk
Oh, I
about.
lost
too big
count.
to fit on a camera.
Stout. Hello,
22.
welcome, by the way. What?
22.
22. Awesome.
Do you think you could split them across two SNIs?
You are a motherfucker
I'll have
again.
another
I
22
I
next
have
week.
21 this week.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
I'm just
Cap
saying,
already know
you
his
motherfucker
internet.
can't.
Chris, you got anything this week?
I have 6 items.
6.
I'm so sorry.
So we'll go Eric, Chris, Skin Slip, Stout. So far, Ryan.
I have a few. I have like 20, but I'm only gonna show 4.
All
Really?
right, give us the number. Give us the
Give
number.
I have a few.
Oh,
I have 20.
4. Okay.
Sean, what's your number? You haven't said it yet.
No, I have not.
It's more than 22, I gather.
Possibly.
Is it-
Possibly.
hold on. Wait. Just say warmer or colder. 50.
No.
Is that colder or warmer? Let's check.
Oh, colder. Well, I
okay.
don't know which way is colder.
Oh,
or
okay.
warmer.
Okay.
Hold on. It may
It's
be
cold,
as
then.
many as 11 more than 22.
So 33 is what you're
32.
saying?
Yes, I have 33 pickups this week.
Fucking A.
I went a little crazy
Big
this
Dick
week.
Johnson over here, man.
Hey, you know, I can't keep being shown up by you guys every week. I gotta have at least one epic week every once in a while.
Yeah, of course. By all means. All right, so let's least to most. Let's go. Who's first? Who's up?
Right.
You got
At
one?
least Eric. All right, a garbage gamer, go.
All right, so my first pickup here, which is one of 2, is I picked up a Mac.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
this is like
I
a
Trader.
Trader, though, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a Mac. This is an iBook
You're dead to me forever.
G4.
Oh, nice. This is going to last RISC chip
Fuck,
one.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, it's one of the last generations to use the PowerPC module.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's 1.47 gigahertz. With I put in an extra gig of RAM, putting it 1.5 gigs of RAM, 60 gig hard drive, and it's in like, if you can see the shine off of that thing, it is in like perfect condition.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I paid $60 shipped
Wow.
for this thing.
There's bragging rights. I got a Mac for $60. In
Yeah,
your
I
face.
got a still functional and still usable Mac for $60.
That's awesome. Well, and something like that, I mean, you could probably keep functional for quite a while too. Like,
Oh yeah,
what's going to die in that? The hard drive? So put a new hard drive in. Done.
yeah. Yeah, and I can install up to iOS 10.5, which is Leopard
Holy shit.
on it, because it has 10.4 on it right now,
Okay.
which is Tiger, I think is what. the one
Tiger.
it's on.
Yeah,
and
so there's leopard and then snow leopard.
Snow Leopard is the one after that. That's the only one I can't. Snow Leopard is I can't go that high because that's the first one that's Intel only. Because this is still a Power PC model.
Right. That makes sense.
But it still runs Quake 3 like blistering fast.
Nice.
And the first thing I did, I'm playing Dragon's Lair on this thing. So
Of course.
That's
the true test. Can it play Dragon's Lair?
I got my Digital Leisure original DVD release, and in the proper 4x3.
Yes.
And
my
played
one
it.
only complaint about the Blu-ray.
Yeah, so that's why I still have and will not buy the Blu-ray, because it has... So I have my widescreen HD ones on the PC and on the Wii.
Yeah.
It also has Dragon's Lair 2, Time Warp, and Space Ace.
Nice.
But I still keep my DVD digital leisure release that says compatible for the Xbox on the front. But it is the original
versions of those, you know? They did one that said compatible with Xbox and one that said compatible with PS2.
Yes.
There's actually two different covers for those.
Yeah, I have the one that says compatible with the Xbox. Yet the copyright date on the back says 1998, but that's okay.
Like 1 year after DVD came out.
Yeah. So my next big pickup, it's, again, I don't have it just yet, but even if I did, I couldn't show you, is because I'm being given an arcade machine.
Oh, sweet.
I'm being given, more specifically, I'm being given a Golden Tee golf machine.
Oh, isn't that like a fairly rare one?
Yeah, it's not rare, but an original Golden Tee golf that, for the most part, still works is kind of rare.
Nice.
The only thing that's wrong with it is the monitor doesn't work.
But it's easy to swap out.
Yeah, they're easy to swap out, and plus I'm actually going to be converting it. Because I want a main machine, I don't want just a Golden Tee golf machine.
Yes.
But I will be obviously salvaging.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I will be salvaging out the trackball, obviously, and be probably measuring it out and rebuilding a play area for it, so I can put 8 buttons for 2 players.
So, what do you do? Is that what you're doing with the Mac?
No.
I missed all this because peeing.
It's the Golden Tee golf machine that I'm being.
Oh, okay, that's cool. We'll talk about that later, and you can tell me all about it.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my 2 big pickups: the Mac and the Golden Tee golf machine.
That's pretty
It's
sweet.
coming at some point, maybe in the next week or so.
That's awesome. Yeah, a buddy of mine, Jason in Ontario, goes to video game auctions fairly often, and he's walked away with some pretty sweet deals for arcade machines, even like pinball machines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Loved it. And
I'd love to get one of those pinball machines that are just 2 LCD screens.
Yeah.
That run pinball name.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
So you can just like push a button and actually have it switch between different pinball machines.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be cool.
On the pickup. Get the pickup train rolling.
Ryan, I think. 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I might actually only talk about 2, to be honest with you.
All right.
Okay.
Saving it for the videos, or just never.
Sorry,
Yeah, you know that I had this.
Making dinner.
I don't want anyone to know I own
If it's
this
a
file.
fear of being judged, don't worry. We understand. Like some
Oh, I
weird.
could care less about being judged.
I know you like
If
some
I
weird
picked up
fucking shit, and that's
series
why I
with
love
Barney, we'll show it off. No, this is actually some Mill Creek stuff, and then one title I just rebought. But I really wanted to. I took advantage of that sale that they had about, I guess, when they were closing their online store, and they were just selling to. I'm sure everybody's already talked about it in previous Saturday Night InSaNiTys, but they had a sale, and I obliged them.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to pick up some miniseries that I loved growing up, and so I picked up Gulliver.
What?
One of my favorite miniseries as a kid.
You're crapping out a bit there, Ryan.
Dropped out right as you were gonna say that.
And now it's frozen with you staring at
There
your
we
couch.
go. No,
And
no,
your
I've
camera's
seen that.
apparently backwards.
Wait, what? You can't hear me anymore?
We hear you now.
You're back.
And your camera's backwards.
Wait, what?
Mirror.
My camera's
Camera's
backwards.
mirror.
Sreluvug.
All right, somebody go next, and I'll Son of a bitch.
Sorry, Ryan. All right.
And Ryan
I'm
Chataway.
like that person.
And Ryan Chataway.
I'm like that person. I'm like that person who waits 3 hours to call into a radio show, then they get on the thing and it's like, you gotta call back. We can't understand you. All right, here we go. I'm back.
There we go. Okay, he's good. He's good. You got it.
All right.
Okay. So Gulliver's
Travels.
Travels. Oh, there it is.
Right. That was
Read it,
a
yeah.
marker of some one of those small companies, right?
Ted Danson.
Jim
Trimark?
Henson.
Oh, it's Jim Henson. Okay.
Starring heavily acclaimed, a brilliant actor, Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like Ted Danson.
Oh, I love Ted Danson. This day's Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next-
I don't know if that's
next
an
up,
insult or praise.
He
No,
was one
actually,
of
I really love Ted Danson.
he was one of the highest paid actors on
um,
television during Cheers.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And he inspired George to try to negotiate his NBC contract.
Yes. Yeah, but you're not Ted Danson.
I'm not Ted Danson. Okay. Next time I picked up The Odyssey, starring Amon Desanti.
Oh, I want that.
Oh my God.
I want that.
Something?
And is it
Does
just
That
me?
series, man.
Is it just me, or every time you see his name, you think of the Santa Claus? I don't know. I do.
Me too, yes.
Of course.
Every
He gets
every
the
time.
list.
Actually,
And
for
the
some
first
reason,
name he reads on the list, Armand.
whenever I hear Armand Desanti, I think of designer menswear. It just
Armani.
sounds like a menswear. Yeah, but that's probably why Armani.
Yeah. I immediately thought, like, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've had these problems too.
Sounds like menswear. Like balding guy. So I'm guessing that's Homer's The Odyssey. Like the
Yeah.
Yeah.
fantastic. That
And
for,
I remember,
It's a great series, actually.
for something so famous and so significant, it has been adapted so little.
It's because it would require a huge budget until the invention of cheap CGI.
Oh, there you go.
It's not great. The effects are not great, but it's fun. It's good. You know.
yeah, I remember watching
Ryan,
it in
I'm
English.
guessing that movie
Check
also
that out.
kind of condenses in the Iliad.
Okay.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you kind of have to because it's basically.
Yeah, because there's the
They really
Iliad,
go
which is the
together,
first
so-
story, and then the Odyssey is the second story.
Hell, my copy of those are together in one volume for a reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have. Well, I have it as two, but they're two very large volumes.
Oh yeah, it's in a slip box. It's a really cool edition.
'Cause it is a very
One
long
of those,
story.
like Borders edition, whatever.
All right. So that's it, Ryan, for sure.
No, I got two more, but Luke in the chat
Okay.
says Ryan doesn't want to show us Debbie does pickup.
Debbie does.
No, I'm wait.
everything.
It's coming in with my deep throat today.
I want to be on the Great Door on Blu-ray, please. Thanks.
Next up is another miniseries that I
Devil.
actually really love, and it's the
Miss Jones.
In Cold Blood
In
miniseries.
Cold Blood, Truman
In
Capote.
Cold Blood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sam Neill.
that's a
Sweet.
re-adaptation. It's not the Criterion, right?
There's a few
Correct.
different.
Okay.
adaptations, I think.
I love the book. I really love the book by Truman Capote. I really like the original movie. That's on Criterion now, and it's a great movie. But because I grew up with this miniseries, I actually prefer this miniseries.
Oh my God, is that
Interesting.
Sam Neill?
It
Yes.
is. That's what I just
Well,
said.
fuck, I gotta own that now. Sam Neill's
Absolutely.
goddamn man.
It is so good, and it actually really tells more about the family that was murdered. Like you see, like the first half of the first episode is really their lives, and it's like really like whoa. It just makes it even more tragic, but it's really well done. Of course, it's really well acted too.
How many
And so-
parts is it?
It's I think of course the back of the box says 4-part miniseries, but it's actually 3 hours. So I think they showed it 2 nights or an hour each night. And there's 2 parts on this, and each part's an hour and a half. So
Okay, that makes sense. So it's like 3 hours.
well, about 2 weeks ago, I was actually testing out some DVDs that were scratched that I was going to watch for my marathon that I did last weekend. And one of them was scratched heavily, so I ended up watching the film on Netflix. But I really wanted to own it because it's not on Blu-ray yet. So I wanted to own it again because my other DVD was scratched. So I picked up Ants for like a couple bucks on
Yay!
eBay.
I've actually still never seen that.
It's so good.
I
It's
think
so
it's
good.
okay.
I want.
I
to
love
see
it. I think I love it.
I like the idea of Woody Allen as a neurotic ant.
Well, yeah, it's just Woody Allen being himself as an ant. I mean, yeah, they're all themselves. It's
I always A Bug's Life and ants mixed up.
Works for
I
me.
love
yeah,
it's because being like the big Woody Allen fan I am, like just the fact that like all of his movies, you know, that he's himself, he's like talking about being relevant and like you know,
Yes.
but like the beginning of this movie, there he's on the couch talking about his life and how he doesn't feel relevant, and then they go, "It's because you're not," and then the title starts. I mean, it's just so brilliant. I love it, and I know we had a little talk in the clam chat about why it's probably not on Blu-ray, and
you're one cog in a very large machine.
It's a lot of those DreamWorks films aren't on Blu-ray. The new ones are, but all the older ones haven't been.
That's true. Yeah. I'll be right back. Just grab my munchies real quick.
Except
I think there's a right. Cole, they moved companies, right? Didn't they move like to a different? I could have swore they like left Universal or something.
Didn't Christopher Walken play the bad guy, so to speak?
Yeah.
In that movie?
Yeah.
He was the assistant to the bad guy, who I think was Gene Hackman, if I'm remembering
Gene
the fact.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah,
Playing
yeah.
his Good, the Bad, or the Quick and the Dead character, right?
I haven't seen the movie in years, but I remember liking it. It's one of the few DreamWorks films I actually like.
We
Yeah, I mean,
miss you,
it's not a
Gene
bad
Hackman. Come back to us.
It's just not a favorite of mine. Yeah.
I see.
So-
He comes through my city all the time.
What was that last pick of yours, Ryan?
Oh,
Ants.
it was Ants.
What was the one before that? Oh yeah, In Cold Blood. Right. Okay, I'm
Cold
good now.
We only talked about it for
I'll
20
call
minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
My munchies, if anybody cares, I got Ruffles, regular nature, and being purely Canadian, poutine Ruffles.
Oh my
there you
God.
Wow.
Now
No idea
with
that existed.
25 more grams of
25?
Ruffles.
Why?
25.
Why?
And then
Maybe
finally,
you're not Canadian
I
stout.
got,
That's how they pronounce 25.
I got pirate biscuits a la farine d'avoine et beurre d'arachide.
Just call it pirate.
Were they a
Peanut
steal?
butter cookies.
They're still called
Jordan.
pirate.
I was waiting for the non-French name.
No, thank you. You can have those.
I was gonna do the Dumb and Dumber. It sounds good. I think I'll have that.
I think I'll just sit over here, man, and munch on the plane. You can have those other two. We're good. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
When I
Okay,
saw
who's
that on
next?
the store shelves.
I have 21.
I-
I'm next. Oh wait, no. Chris is next, maybe.
Chris
Yes,
has
I am.
20.
Yes, I am. I only have 6.
Oh no, you have
Chris
6.
is next.
Never mind.
I'm 6.
Oh, I thought 20.
And then it's me with
I
21.
have one of the lowest ones, but I'll preface the reason I didn't buy nearly as much as the rest of these because I spent most of my last paycheck pre-ordering the Monkeys Blu-ray.
Ah, nice.
So, boom. That's one pickup that won't be here for a while.
We were talking about that last time too. I think.
Chris, that's an awesome shirt.
Oh, yeah, I bought this at Walmart for $5.
That's an awesome
It's
shirt.
my favorite Joker
It's
piece
Alex
of art.
Ross.
Yeah,
Instead of
it's
Killing Joke.
awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
I love this piece. Anyway,
So,
so pickups. I have only one of these is a screener. Most of these are all purchases, 2 DVDs and 4 Blu-rays. First up, I have surrendered to the almighty 4K gods.
Uh-oh.
I bought the Peanuts movie on 4K Ultra HD.
because
Wow.
it comes with a Blu-ray. So you can always buy it. It's not
Well,
like
that's why, is that I bought it because it has a Blu-ray, and I could support a format that I can't watch yet.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make the same mistake I made way back in 2008 with Blu-ray and missing out on a format. So
That's true.
I'm supporting. The only other 4K I'm interested in is Deadpool, and that won't be till May.
Yeah.
Great film. If you haven't seen it, it's just the most wonderful. It'll put a big frickin' smile on your face.
Oh, I can't. I really
You
want
have
to
to
see
see
that.
it. It's
Yeah.
So apparently the Martian's an up-res, so I guess I don't want
most
to.
of the
really?
4Ks are not true 4K. Most of them are just
First
2K.
run. Just the first run. That's
Just the first. Well, I mean, it's like most Blu-rays
first
back
time.
then were only MPEG 2, so.
Yeah, well, just the first week of release, that first slate of releases, those were all up-reses, and I guess everything after that is now coming out with like real 4K
Yes.
transfers. So.
My whole. I can't tell you because I got no way to show you.
No, I
But,
obviously. Peanuts is real 4K.
Criterion had a sale. I'm sure a lot of you took advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
I only bought 2 things. One of them I actually mentioned last time I was here that I wanted to get this film because when they announced it's one of my favorites, Charlie Chaplin's The Kid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this film.
Criterion's
And-
also having a sale on Amazon right now.
Yeah, but I'm broke. Shut
No,
up.
I'm just letting everyone out there know. A bunch of
The only other Criterions that I'm interested in right now, like getting, are Fantastic Planet and Doctor Strangelove.
Oh, Fantastic Planet! I'm so excited
Especially
for that release.
like when they announced Doctor Strangelove, everyone lost their shit. But I'm here quietly like
Fantastic Planet!
Planet,
Yeah,
come on!
yeah.
One of the greatest animated
I grew
films
up
of
with
the
that on
70s.
VHS, man.
I watched that on beta.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it had to be different.
You just had to be just.
Shut up, all right? I had a beta.
Contrarian
We were
bastard.
poor. Anyway, The Kid's a great film. That goes without saying. Criterion has a great release.
Absolutely.
You have to get it if you love silent films, Chaplin or whatever. Get it. The other one is one of my absolute favorite animated films, and I know that only lists down to like fucking 2, so I guess you can figure it out. That would be Martin Rosen's Watership Down.
Oh.
I need to get that one.
My favorite memory of this is that my brother, when he was about 9 years old, and I was about 11, he rented this film on VHS at the library in the kids section.
Oh.
And we brought it home because he had 2 new rabbit pets. So
Oh,
he
no.
rented this film because it was in the kids section, like, ooh, bunny movie. And we brought it home, and my favorite memory is that 10 minutes in the film, the whole family's left the room, and I'm still watching it. Engaged with the story and everything, but everyone else couldn't get. It was
So
the rabbit
good.
in the snare
It's
that
too
no one could
scary.
get past.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It is
but
so
it was
fucking good.
Bigwig in the snare that everyone just fucking left.
Yeah, it's a terrifying movie. Truly terrifying.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, well, especially if you're 9 fucking years old.
Especially if you're 9 fucking years old. Or
And
7
you have-
when I saw it. But yeah.
It's all about how shitty life as a rabbit in the wild actually is.
Yeah, everything wants to kill you.
Everything wants to
Hey,
kill you, eat
life
you,
sucks.
burn you, bury you alive. There's
Life sucks and then you die. That's what
Yeah.
the movie teaches you.
Yep.
So enjoy it while you got it.
Anyway,
It's got Roddy
moving
McDowell in it
on,
too.
on the subject of death, my only screener, which is one of my favorite animes, one of the greatest animes, if you ask a lot of people, Death Note. The complete series.
Oh, and you got the Omega edition too. That's
I
the one
did.
in my eye.
Viz Media sent this over,
Yeah.
and it's great. I'm having difficulty with this because I don't have a reference as to whether or not this is a good transfer or just an okay transfer.
I don't know.
They
It
look
is.
fine to me.
It is supposed to be 16:9. If that's one of the
Well,
things I'm
it
concerned about.
was originally in 16. I saw the
Yeah.
show back when I was in high school,
Okay.
and it was in 16:9. So I just don't know if these are like from an HD source or if the show ever was in.
The show was
HD.
animated in high definition.
Was it?
New enough
And-
for it.
I don't know. It looks fine. I didn't see anything like it's certainly not Sailor Moon digital noise reduction or anything of the like, but
No,
looks fine. Looks fine to me.
I definitely want to get that. I didn't even know it was coming out on Blu-ray until I saw it on the shelf the other day, and I didn't have the money.
It
for
was
Like,
delayed for a while. It was supposed to come out last year, and then they pushed it to March.
Well, maybe if you haven't bought 33 releases
Mhm.
before going out again.
Yeah. I get my YouTube money in a week. Actually, it's like 2 days.
Hey, I
So
spent
maybe-
$233 on the monkeys. Leave him alone.
Hey, with the what? Monkeys?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
spent
well,
about
that's
that
the
much
thing.
in total
We're not
for
role
everything.
playing style. You can't sing. That's why your characters are barred in role playing, so you can get it out there. That's all there.
Understood.
You're singing orc.
Oh,
Which is
guys,
appropriate.
if you missed that, you missed out. Over on my
I
channel
I
is
certainly-
The song he
great.
sang to me to cure all my wounds was just so beautiful. It brought a tear to my eye. It may have possibly been due to an aneurysm occurring coincidentally at the same time, but it was beautiful.
Next game is going to be pretty fucking dark, so we'll see how everyone feels at the end of that one.
Uh-oh. Fun and games are over. GM's getting real.
Oh, no, it's just there's dark shit that happens in the world, and I have a feeling you're going to stumble upon it, because I know what
Awesome.
you guys are going to be doing, potentially, unless you
Yeah,
go
that's
and do
true.
something else, you know?
So you guys
I-
just stay at the camp forever.
I should clarify because they're saying in the comments like Viz is messing up Sailor Moon. There's a lot. If you've seen my reviews, that's not entirely Viz's fault. In fact, it's Toei Animation's fault because they gave
Exactly,
them
it's
interior
Toei.
masters,
Yep.
and they just had to work with what they had, and
Yep.
they look it's not the worst digital noise reduction I've ever seen. It looks fine, like it's watchable, but it could look better. But that's all on Toei. If you're gonna blame anyone, blame Toei, not Vince. Anyway, dick sucking aside, two of the last pickups, DVDs, both cartoons. One of which, well, both are nostalgic, but from different eras. The one I'm gonna get past because I know none of you have any. I would assume none of you do. I got the first season of Pokemon.
I need to
Celebrate
get that.
the 20th anniversary of the show.
Yeah.
This is a really, at least every time I ever see it in a store, it's always out of my price range. 40 bucks, 50 bucks. I'm like, fuck no. I go to a bookstore of all places. They have it for $16.
Nice.
What
So
about
I grabbed it, brought it home. It's in great condition.
Now, later seasons, like Indigo League, have been going cheap on Amazon recently, but
I should say, do not buy Adventures of the Orange Islands because there's two versions. There's a reissue that's missing episodes.
Oh no.
And it's the original that's got those 2 episodes, but it's going for crazy prices. So if you ever, there's a difference in cover art. So if you want to get a proper version, look for the first release. But besides that, $16, great deal.
the Pikachu episode?
What's that?
Did they get rid of the Pikachu episode? The one that
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head which ones, but I just know that there are episodes missing.
And there's one episode that never aired in the States, I believe.
No, they weren't banned episodes. I can tell you that. They were just like episodes that were strangely omitted. Some have said it's probably just a graphic error, like they just forgot to put it on there or something. But it's never been. It has yet to be corrected. So they don't spend your money on the new version. Get the old one. But anyway.
I was just going to say.
Last one is something to complete a collection.
So I was just going to say. God, you guys, like, breathe!
I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible.
I was just going to say, regarding, you guys probably don't have any interest. I really want to get that set for Rosie, actually. I've had my eye on that. It's the Indigo League.
Right? I mean, I've
had my eye on that for a while. But as you said, it's always out of the price range.
You can get her any of the Pokemon seasons. She'd be happy. Come on, Pokemon's awesome at all levels.
Well, I want to get her that one because that's the beginning, and she's watched a lot of those ones on the website.
If you have an American Netflix account, the whole series is on there. But of course, I don't know if it's on Canadian Netflix.
I'm on disc. Fuck streaming. Physical media all the way.
Don't forget, he's old.
This one's more up everyone else's alley. Because I wanted to. This is a set that's been incomplete for four years going now, and could never find this particular version of it because there was a 30th anniversary and then there was a 25th anniversary when I was first collecting them. And I could never find the 25th anniversary to match. Finally, I found it at a pawn shop for $7.99.
Nice.
That is Season 2, Volume 2 of the original Transformers.
Yay!
So now my G1 Transformers collection is complete.
Yay!
I am proud of that. I don't know if this is a printing error or something. Any of you could probably tell me. The Transformers logo appears to be missing for the first 2 discs.
Oh.
And I have no idea why.
No idea.
Disney guy was in charge.
Is your insert slightly misaligned, perhaps?
No, it's not. It is completely aligned. I thought that too. I thought, where's the logo? And it's just not there.
I want to get those single releases because I want to put my single release, my sets from the box, the big box, put them in that slip box and then put them back into the box so they'll all fit together. So for the longest time, I've been trying to get the that slip box for the little additions to make my set complete because I'm crazy.
I'll agree to the crazy part.
I did the same thing with sports,
My
actually.
set's complete. I'm happy.
No, but I got the complete series box with all the individual thin packs in one big slip box.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get the individual releases so I can put the individual slip box in together and then put those big boxes into the slip box. I did
really
Wars.
Would that fit, though?
I have no right to even bitch because I just spent money buying a slip cover for a Blu-ray that I had to buy separately because it didn't have a slip cover.
I bought Beast Wars complete series and then I bought Beast Wars individually and I took the slip covers off and put them into my set and it fits.
Yes, I recall you doing that.
Yep. I bought Jack and Jill last year.
What the fuck?
Alright. This live stream's over.
Good for you, Ryan. Anyway.
Alright, my turn.
Whose turn?
Mine.
Brandon? Alright. Go for it. 21 items. Go.
Pickup number 1. I got Skylanders, the Spyro set Yay, they're the
Hey,
biggest.
Skylanders.
Star Wars Adventure.
And then I picked up some clearance ones from Walmart.
Bunch of Skylanders. Yay!
That was the second item. Picked up The Last Unicorn, the original release, and I'm going to be getting the Shell Factories in the mail to me, so...
Why'd you pick up the original if you're getting the remaster anyway?
Because they have unique special features, so they're going together.
Special features, man. I want my movie to look good.
They're actually funny.
Jesus.
Looking at both transfers, they both have a great amount of grain, and they just have a different color tone. One is more vibrant, one is more muted. You choose which one you like. I just want special features. I would choose which one I like. I'm getting both and I'm shoving them together in one case.
I too will purchase the Shell Factory one at some point, and the comic book adaptation, and the original book.
I need to pick up the first unicorn.
I have all those except for the comic adaptation.
Mm.
And then I picked up Monster Dog, which is Alice Cooper versus a giant rubber dog.
Awesome.
Claudio Fragasso or whatever.
That sounds amazing.
It looks like I'm going to have a lot of fun. And Alice Cooper's dubbed for some reason.
But he's a singer. His voice is fine.
I don't know either.
What the hell?
Why do you have him if you don't want him talking? Anyway, I'm guessing he just acted like ass. Or maybe they dubbed him for no reason. Who knows? Anyway, so Bluto sent me six films. He sent me Neighbors, which I've seen the opening to, but I've never seen the whole thing of.
It's pretty funny.
Top 5, which I had no interest in seeing, but now I'll have to watch it. So hey. And then I got Edge of Tomorrow. I wish it was called.
Live, Die, Repeat.
No.
Edge of fucking Tomorrow.
And he sent me American Hustle. And one of the best movies I saw last year, Nightcrawler.
Yes.
Nightcrawler, yeah. About time that X-Men guy was on solo movie.
And I can't wait to watch this. He sent me Black Hat. I've been wanting to watch this for a while, actually.
I've been wanting to watch that too. I mean, I know the critics slammed it, but Michael Mann's
does that joke never get old for you, Sean? Never?
Never.
You're going to feel so bad when you watch the movie and you're just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
And I'll be like, where the fuck was Nightcrawler?
He'd be that
False
guy.
advertising.
All right, so there was a Go Hastings sale, but 3 days before I bought this because I didn't know there was going to be a sale. So I got the second to last of this print run of from Rise Entertainment of Santo Films. I still am looking for Diabolica, Hacha. If anybody fucking has it with this kind of cover, the gray bars, and this whole shit going on, I will pay you money. I will fucking pay you real fucking money for it.
He wants to complete his collection.
I want that fucking movie in something that isn't that god-awful cover they released later.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it may not exist.
Is it the same content on both releases?
Yeah, it's the same. Everything's the same. It's the ugly cover, and I have everything from this line before the rights went to another company and they started putting it out instead. Because Rise Above was like, fuck this shit, we're out, or whatever. Because I believe they're a music company.
Weird.
Those fuckers.
But these come with liner notes. Is the other difference.
Mm.
No, new ones do not.
Oh, I like the disc art there.
Oh yeah. They all have that disc art.
Nice.
Now, and these also come subtitled. The subsequent releases don't have subtitles, I believe. I actually want to watch some of the subtitles. It'd be nice. Yeah, so it was. I don't know if it was ever streeted, if ever released, if it was what, but I've never found one in the wild. I've got an eBay search that I've had active for 2 years looking for this thing. So I'm willing to pay real money for this if someone has it with this with the right cover. So that's it.
There you go, folks. You have a mission.
And then like 3 days later, they had a sale, so I picked up The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
Oh, I love that film.
I upgraded History of Violence to Blu-ray, and I'm sending Zach the DVD.
Nice.
And I picked up Where the Wild Things Are on Blu-ray finally. Actually,
I love that movie.
I picked this up and I got it, and as I was recording the video, I got through the ones before this, and picked this up and went, I think I own this actually. I think it's in storage, but I don't know.
Have you
So I
seen
might
it?
own it. Yes, absolutely. So I want to own it.
Yeah.
Then I picked up 500 Days of Summer, one of the most sexist comedies ever. Anyway, then I got
I've never heard that.
Oh my god, it's because the female characters in this film exist only for the fulfillment of this male fantasy, blah blah, whatever. It's
whatever.
the thing about this movie, guys, is she may not even be real. Think about that. She's a figment of his emotion, of his mind.
There you go.
Very just it's him going through his fucking like youth. He's figuring shit out. Well, there's no spoiler. That's a theory applied to it.
People.
The theory is only applied when now you can go back.
Soylent Green is people?
Anyway, this was listed for like $4, and it was brand new, and it was sealed when I got it.
Ah, fuck!
Trading cards, has the booklet.
I think that through.
So it has everything in here. So it's great.
Cookies everywhere.
Don't do that.
And I picked up the Wolfman
The Wolfman.
and Whip It, and it came in the green case. I was
Man,
excited about that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yay!
And then I got Edge of Darkness and Get the Gringo. This is gonna be a cult classic. Just give it a few more years. And then I got Dylan Dog, which looked like it felt like it had like a slimy feel to it. Like, you know when you drop one of these cases in dirty water and it never returns to its former glory? That's what it felt like. But the disc and the cover art and everything's fine, so I was like, all right, throw the case away.
But that gives it character.
No, I took the case and threw it away. Replaced it.
It's the garbage. They fished it out of the garbage. That's what happened with that.
Ugh.
One man's garbage is another man's treasure.
I replaced that case so fucking fast.
It's actually one man's trash is another man's treasure, because you get that nice trug correlation.
Yeah, I should do that next time.
Why did I ask? Were these all like $5 Walmart titles, or what happened here, Brandon?
Oh,
could
they were all like every single title I got was $4 from Go Hastings. That's why I bought them, and I got 40% off on top of this. They were like
Eventually, once I stop buying fucking electronics, I'm just gonna spend shitloads of money on Blu-rays for shit, like $3.
Yeah, next month I'm buying a tripod and shit, so I'm gonna have like no money.
I will say, Go Hastings.
Okay, now you guys are just being dicks.
Go Hastings has like deals like that pretty much every fucking week, so just be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Now,
Sean.
you could say one
What's
man's
that?
garbage is another man's greatness. There you go.
That's not. No one's ever said that except me.
No,
That's
you
all I was going to
couldn't say that.
They're
No.
And
nihilism.
it took so long to get to it,
Nobody
it's
would
no
say
longer
that.
relevant.
There
Or
was no
They're
payoff
nihilism
whatsoever.
at its finest. See, he's truly an old man. He repeats his stories. He finds the same shit funny, and now he's got Zeranizerisms, which are of course
Zeranizerisms.
bastardization of real sayings.
Ryan Chadwick.
Why wouldn't it be Zero Alzheimer's?
Because that's insensitive to people with Alzheimer's. So I didn't want
My
to.
grandfather had Alzheimer's. and
No,
find it
we
funny.
make fun of all people equally. We're not going to play favorites.
They'll forget.
My own.
I actually I thought it was closer to like an aneurysm, but it's Zeranizerism, you see.
That was perfect, Ryan. That was
So,
perfect.
not like
What was that?
Oh, God. I'm going to hell.
Yeah. You are going to hell.
You know what they say? Another man's trash is another man's greatness.
Oh,
That isn't what I said at all.
I know. I'm done, by the way. It's Stoudman's.
I was testing you,
Yay.
Sean, to see if you remember.
All right, to pull a Sean, which would you like to see first?
Oh, is it your turn now, Stout? Okay.
Games, Blu-rays, or VHS?
VHS.
VHS.
Oh.
Before Scout starts, can I just show my video?
Actually, what I would like to see first is the toilet while I'm peeing into it. I'll be right back.
You got.
I heard
Rewind it and see it later. So, this is a novel thing for me because I no longer have to precariously tilt my food in front of my laptop. I can move the camera.
Or you can do a Sean and hold the plate
The wonders of
slightly
technology.
sideways.
the wonders of
I'll turn
technology.
the right way. So, got it.
Hey,
Eventually, we'll be able to see your
Damn.
food in true
That is
4K.
a big steak.
Big steak was that was a $5 steak. I got it on special at Walmart.
That's beautiful.
Son of a
steak.
bitch.
Steak with sauteed creamy mushrooms and tortellini.
Your steak costs as much as one of my little figures.
You do Fat Man correctly.
Exactly. I think I remember the last time I made steak and tortellini, you made fun of me, Snow. Just for the fat guyness of it.
I didn't think it was making fun of you. I'm also fat. I'm sharing in the fatness.
I may not be
I know
fat,
what it
but I
was. You
still
were just laughing along
like
with
being
me.
fat, okay?
I respect when somebody understands how to be fat correctly.
That finger's like, what? I thought Cass was a vegan. That's not possible.
Since I didn't get like a consensus, I'm just gonna go ahead and show the one VHS that I got first.
Planes aren't allowed to be vegans. It's not in their. It's not in their blood. It's not in their DNA. They don't need the meat.
I will say, when it comes to the VHS, I actually now feel bad because I didn't pick up one that I should have picked it up. It was a still wrapped VHS copy of Shockwave with John Carradine.
Oh wow.
You know that movie?
Did you leave that behind?
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
It's on Blu-ray. That's the reason I didn't get it.
Oh, you checked at least. Okay.
But it was like, it was still wrapped and sealed, and I was just like,
sealed, really?
How much was it?
Did it have a cool cover at all?
It was $1. It had the same cover as what's on the Blu-ray.
Oh, then who gives a fuck?
It's a nice cover. But
I know, but I mean, and then I still don't give a Blu-ray.
If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it.
Exactly.
Fuck! I forgot to get oatmeal.
Don't fuck it.
All right. So here's the other movie that I found. This one, I looked it up on Amazon, and it was going for $18, and I'd never heard of it before.
Okay, you can start now, Stout. I'm back.
I have no idea what the hell it even is. I just got it because it looks so fucking weird. Movie In Your Face.
What the fuck?
Starring Tommy Sledge.
Movie In Your Face.
Starring Tommy Sledge. Now, okay, the main reason I actually got this is because I read on the back here, they've got a bunch of like critic reviews here. So what are the critics saying? Oscar Mayer Meat Company says it should be an Oscar wiener. Health and Regularity says a moving experience, better than Oatmeal.
1990 comedy film. Hold on, it's redubbed. It's oh my god, this. Hold on a second. Movie In Your Face is a 1990 comedy film, mostly consisting of redubbed Hong Kong movie. You are doing God's work by restoring that, because that'll probably never get released.
Amazing.
So it's Kung Pao before it was Kung Pao.
Yeah.
Yes, Kung Pao was not original. Sorry.
All right.
Helen Keller says a film of astounding beauty, a visual delight, great soundtrack too.
You dirty son of a bitch.
Okay. June Cleaver says my little beaver loved it.
Oh.
Woodpecker says it gave me a Woody.
Oh.
Victor Kayam says I liked it so much I bought the company.
Nice.
It is rated PU-13. Stinks to anyone with an IQ over 13.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, so
yeah.
for those who do not know, What's Up Tagularly, released in 1966, was a film redubbed by and re-edited by Woody Allen, and that's where essentially that all comes from.
That idea came from.
Okay.
Right.
Blu-rays.
It was done like that. It's done like that in other countries where he was inspired.
All right. Let's go.
The Vanishing. This is the remake of The Vanishing. It's not the original. It's
Twilight
not
Time.
It's a Twilight remake. Twilight Time edition. Limited edition. You can't read the limited edition.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but who's in that? Is Jeff Bridges in that?
Yes, in one of his creepiest roles ever.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you've got, what's his face? I don't even fucking remember. Sandra Bullock, Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, there we go.
Sweet.
And I actually like this a lot. I think, honestly, because I like the American version because it's American and because I can relate to it on that level, you know? So, yeah. Anyways, I wanted to get that because I figured at 3,000 print run, it's not going to be there forever. Anyway,
Yeah, you got to jump on those Twilight Time releases.
The next two pickups were from Go Hastings and Antoine Fisher. This was like $4. I like this movie. Not many people do. Whatever.
That's
Yeah,
Denzel
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Is that Denzel Washington's directorial debut? Or did he direct it?
Yeah. directed. Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
Huh.
I think it's an okay movie.
And then this one I got for,
Not bad.
I think it came to like $15 total or thereabouts.
So
Nice.
Escape
it's one of
from
their
New
best
York.
releases too.
That's such a great addition.
And it came with the slipcover.
Yes.
My only complaint is that we get like VHS footage of the original opening, right, for the actual when you go to select it. But in the fucking documentary about it, you can see it's in fucking 35. It's in HD. So where
That's
the fuck's my
interesting.
HD footage?
That's interesting because I'm sure that on the DVD they source it from some kind of film source
Right.
for that scene.
So where the hell's that?
You're talking about the escaping
Bank robbery.
the bank
Yeah,
robbery.
the original
escape,
opening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So,
Carrying on.
this is Zach sent me a package as well, Ludo 1992, and he also sent me Black Hat. And just to give you a sense of how much it cost him, look at that,
I already took all my stickers off.
$250.
Two for $5. That's awesome.
I wish we had those kind of deals here.
Yeah, exactly.
Top five.
I
I actually did want to see top five.
Well, I guess we're going to be watching these movies together since we all
There you
got
go.
them.
And Zach demanded that I see this, so he sent me his copy when he got the 4K version.
And now we all have it.
He sent that to me too.
And he sent it to me also.
Well, clearly we all need to watch it together then.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I've already seen it.
And then the amazing movie Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah.
Edge of the Toilet, you mean? Yes. No, it's pretty good, actually. It's actually a really good movie. I actually almost bought it like twice in the last month. So.
Next
I really hate what they've done with that cover. We've said it before, I'll say it again. I will never stop
up,
hating
we've
that.
got
I want a custom cover.
Yeah.
we got some stuff from the UK here. My UK order came in, and I picked up The Lodger.
I'm picking that
Nice.
up
This
too.
is Alfred Hitchcock's first thriller. Well, his first notable thriller.
I love that movie.
Region free, I assume.
And
No.
no, this is not region free.
Oh.
But it comes in a beautiful deluxe package here, and you get the soundtrack across 2 discs here. So
Nice.
2-disc soundtrack. I thought it was a Blu-ray DVD soundtrack, but it's actually a
I've
Blu-ray
heard
DVD
bad-
soundtrack.
I've
Let
heard
me-
bad things about the soundtrack. So
Yeah, let me know how that pop song
Yeah.
sounds. Like if it's even bad. Like I mean,
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter because
But
you throw on whatever fucking music you want, man.
yeah.
But the nice thing about this is, and I'm sure that, like we've talked about it before, they'll probably get a Criterion release, but this is the 2012 restoration done by BFI, so
Nice.
they restored it from the original film elements.
I'm
That's
gonna
exactly
watch
what you want.
that for the first time with a custom mix of Goblin stuff.
Oh wow.
Music.
Wow. That was,
Oh.
Not available in the States, however, this is region free.
Yep.
Just so you know.
I actually
Not-
remember that movie because when I used to write for Geeky, you used to compare me to Barton Fink.
Yeah.
You used to say shit like, I want that aficionado's Chris writing or something. Like you quoted Barton Fink.
It's like that
Tiffany.
Barton Fink guy.
Yeah.
But his name is Chris.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing if I'm being called Barton Fink. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, just a thing, you know.
A thing. Okay.
It's stout. Who knows?
Yeah.
I
The
like
transfer on this is not excellent, but it's the only Blu-ray of it out there. It's the same transfer on all the Blu-rays, and there is currently no Blu-ray in the United States. So, yeah. And then last but not least, for the UK ones here is The Third Man, the 4K
Oh,
restoration
nice.
of The Third Man from Studio Canal. And this one, even though it says Region B on the back, is actually
Region free.
Yep.
Nice.
Because they
Awesome.
just put it in the back because they're totally going to release that here in the States at some point.
It's beautiful, by the way. I just took a look at some of the images of it, and it's fucking beautiful. So, yeah.
excellent.
Next
Screw
up
you,
on the
Criterion.
Tree of Life.
Oh dear.
I really wanted to check this out. It was
Oh, I love
$5.99.
Fucking beautiful movie.
So, yeah.
Nice.
$5.99, not bad. And
It's a
then
bit slow, so it's not for everybody, but you know,
Network.
never seen it.
oh,
I wanted to see this.
Great
again for a while.
movie.
Great
that's one
movie.
of those movies that whenever I watch it probably at least 5 times like over the next like 3 months after I watch it again. I love that movie.
And
Yeah,
it has
okay.
a 6-part documentary, which adds up to like an hour and a half documentary, and then
I found out why they
Interview.
did do that, actually.
an interview that's like an hour long in here. So there's also special features on here.
Yeah.
I found out why they cut up those special features into a bunch of little segments now. They do it because otherwise they have to pay royalties because it's considered a movie.
Oh, okay.
So they have to start. That's why a lot of the modern ones are like, it's a 15-part documentary. You can
Yeah.
watch the sequence branching. You're like, oh, you fucking cheaters.
Yeah.
All right, so my mom gave me some money for my birthday, and I spent some of it.
Yay.
Yay.
Today, I got Man of Steel here with $8 movie cash. It came
Yeah.
to $8.99, which
Yay.
means that with the movie cash in total, I paid about $1 for this.
Sweet.
I'm gonna go see the movie anyway, so I figured I might as well get this and then, you know,
Less.
pay $1 for this.
Potentially.
Get that. There you go. And then they had a 3 for $20 deal, so I picked up the new version of Dracula,
Nice.
Meh.
the new version of Leon the Professional,
I want that.
Oh, yes. Yes. One of my absolute favorite fucking movies.
That's a
It's
great
And-
fucking good.
Jumanji, the new 4K version.
I want to get that and
That's a
Zathura.
4K?
Yeah, anniversary edition of
I
the
gotta
Kitchen
get that.
4K. Yes.
Not another 4K disc, the 4K master.
4K
Why,
mastered.
I know
Remember
that.
the fallout.
But
I
yeah,
know what a fucking 4K disc looks like.
Are
It's
you
a black
sure?
case.
I don't know if you know.
so it's they released that Zathura and Indian Cupboard. It's like they all have like a similar design.
Finally, we have the games. Each of these games was $5. So I picked this up because Brandon wouldn't shut up about it, and I was getting really interested in it. Gran Turismo 5.
Oh,
Nice.
hold on.
I should pick that up too.
What?
Is that the XL edition?
I don't
No.
know.
Oh.
It was $5. I didn't care.
No, I don't
he
have the
won't
XL
play
edition
it.
either.
I'm sure he won't play it to the extent you do.
Sure.
He won't get to the point where he would
A
notice.
more arcadey racing game. We got Midnight Club.
Complete
Los Angeles
edition.
Complete Edition. Complete.
It's complete. It's a fully complete game. Imagine
And then this was $5, so I said, why the hell not? Even though it doesn't have the expansion.
It's
Wait.
completely different on the PS3 than it does on the PC.
that.
And then
Awesome.
this one, Sean will be happy to see because he actually inspired me to get this.
It's like a twin stick shooter, by the way. I want to say
Yes.
Kingdoms of
Oh,
Amalur.
yes. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
that. Yeah, I need to get that still. I wish I could get to my GameStop.
Finally,
yeah.
this is the last item.
Oh, Jesus.
Watch Dogs for the PS4.
Nice.
$5,
A
really?
PS4 game for $5.
Fuck, I
Great.
wish I wish I
We're at
could.
that stage already. Launch titles are going dirt cheap now.
I wish
Awesome.
I could get to GameStop. I'd buy that for $5. I don't have a PS4 yet,
Well,
but I
it
want
was
it.
$5 because it was part of a 4 for $20 deal. So
I don't care. I would have bought 4 top fucking titles. There are 4
there are
titles. I
some
can
good
guarantee I
titles in there, yeah.
want, you know?
Just so you know, Stout, Kingdoms of Amalur, thankfully, distribution is now owned by Electronic Arts. So even though the game company that made it has gone tits up, hopefully the game itself will stay available. It's, they actually do have some DLC missions for that, like some additional quests you can go on. There's like 3 of them, I think. And you
I just like that that style of game in terms of the gameplay.
oh
And,
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
I
like,
do too. I want to
that
get up
looks
to
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Fuck, I lost my thought. I was trying to hold it,
Alright.
and then I lost it.
And
Was
then
that the last of the pickups there, Stout?
Yep. That was the last
All right, here we
Oh,
go. Now it's time to get real. Here we go.
Who has to go to the bathroom?
There we go. All that stuff. Way.
See ya.
All right, so I got comics, games, and Blu-rays. What'll it be first, ladies and gentlemen?
Games.
Blu-rays.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, guys, prepare. We're all gonna be buying a lot of PS3 games because they're all fucking cheap right now.
Yeah.
And we're not
Oh, yeah.
fucking dummies. I just bought 2 more yesterday. So.
Dude, what have I been buying for like the past 2 years? Like,
I didn't. Yeah, but
fucking
that's why.
PS3 games.
Why do you think I picked the
Don't have
PS3 up? Well,
Yeah,
I could start
exactly.
playing them. You know.
need to get a
I'll only buy
PS3.
PS3 games that you guys recommend. 'cause
Now-
I
now is
completely
the
lost.
Now is the time to get one, Cass, if you're going to get one, because the systems are cheap, the games are cheap.
Yep.
That's not going to last. It's going to pass that threshold where that things are then considered collector's items, and then they'll start
Yeah.
going up in price.
So
No,
now's
I'm
the
gonna
time
get
to buy.
Now is the time to be buying,
So
because
as soon as you get like
it's in that sweet
stable,
spot.
take
I
like
don't
$400,
know PS3.
buy a PS3, and buy a bunch of fucking games, and
Mhm.
just and you'll be set. You know.
Well, you can do what I did too. Like, I mean, there's a lot of HD upgraded versions of PS2 games.
Exactly.
So
I've got a bunch of those too.
I've got almost all of the collections they put out of those. There's just a couple I still need. But,
And only one you won't play ever again. The Splinter Cell.
I'm ready for them to come out with that new version of Minesweeper.
well,
When are you gonna get back to Splinter Cell, Sean?
well, eventually. I can only play so many games in a week. Jesus, I got like 4 on the go
Try
right
harder.
No, eventually, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna set aside like a stealth night, and I'll do that'll be where I'll do like the Metal Gear Solids, the Splinter Cells, Assassin's Creed,
yeah.
Thief, all those.
Sean doing stealth. I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna
Stealth
be.
Sundays. Holy shit. Stealth
Yes,
Sundays.
I like that. Let's do that. It'll be stealth Sunday.
Sunday stealth.
Sunday stealth Sundays, whatever,
Yeah, I don't know. One of
something like
those.
that. That works.
You're
Friday,
free to
Friday,
use that.
stealth
I don't think
Sundays.
still Saturdays after S&I.
Huh?
We still Saturdays after the night.
Well, I could, except at the moment I'm in the middle of doing the Telltale Game stuff after SNI, so
That's true.
yeah, so I'll be doing
Well, maybe
that.
after you're done with all that stuff, because you're almost out of those games.
No.
I know.
Not
I
even
know.
close.
You're doing Jurassic Park next, right?
No, I'm gonna do probably the Walking Dead Michonne miniseries.
right.
Then
And then
after-
The Walking Dead.
And
I mean,
no, and then I'm gonna do Life is Strange,
and then Jurassic Park.
and then maybe then I was gonna do Wolf Among Us.
And then Jurassic Park.
Are you ever gonna do Jurassic Park?
Well, Wolf Among Us I don't actually have yet, so that's kind of up in
And
the
then
air.
Jurassic
So
Park.
maybe I
And
could
Ryan
do-
Chataway.
Maybe I can do Jurassic Park.
Ryan Chataway.
All right, so what do we want? Games, Blu-rays, or comics?
Games.
Games.
All right, here we go.
Interesting games right now.
All right, so
I
first
wish
off,
online worked, Justin. We'd play on
I will.
No, I'm just joking.
All right, so first off, I will show one that, funny enough, I also picked up this week for I think it was like $4. Got Skylanders: Spyro's Adventure. There you go. Now, I should mention, Rosie is basically getting as hand-me-down her stepsister's Skylanders set. I've already got it. It's in the closet. It's being held off until her birthday. But it comes with a couple of bases and a bunch of figures, and then we're just going to hit they've got like big bins of figures that
I
you
wish I
can
could
get
go
now.
to the bins.
So
Ah!
so I'm probably gonna when she's not here, I'm probably gonna sneak off and go to the bins, just grab a shit ton of figures. I was talking with the guys the other day, sort of like what to look for as far as their capabilities and stuff. But anyway, in the meantime, I also wanted to grab a bunch of the games, so she has a bunch of the games to play too. So very
Yep.
cool. So that was one. It was
My
just-
new
I
addiction.
just grabbed it.
It's gonna be his soon too.
I had to kind of cover my ass though because Rosie was with me. She's like, "Oh, you're getting Skylanders?" Like, well, I know that you'll get one of the sets eventually, so I figure we might as well get some of the games while they're cheap. You never know.
Yeah, and the first 3 games are super cheap, and all the figures are super cheap right now. It's the time to buy those because they're going to become collectors also.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
get those giant ass starter sets
Oh.
for like between $18 and $20.
And the
right now.
newest
Yeah.
game, the new game that's coming out, it's going to have online co-op. So in the future,
Oh, there
and
you
it'll be
go.
on the PS3, I think, too. So we'll actually be able to co-op.
All right, so next up, this is one that I didn't really know much about it. Holy fuck bus.
Oh my god, that was bad.
Yeah,
I just think
us.
I just
Woo.
picked it up because every time I pick up games, Skinslip would ask if this was one of them. So finally, I decided to just get it, not really even knowing anything about it, just so he'd stop asking me. I got Inversion. So there you go.
Finally. And you're going to love that game, dude. It's right
So-
up your it's a first-person shooter, but you
So you change gravity and stuff.
First-person
Yeah,
shooter.
Yeah, so I was reading the back of it, and it sounds kind of reminiscent of Fracture in that you can control aspects of the environment.
That's why I thought you'd like it.
And stuff. So yeah. So anyway, found it, got it. It was fairly cheap. I don't remember specifically.
But the demo of that, and I'm like, holy shit, Sean's gonna love this. I've been meaning to pick it up too, to be fair.
I'd grab it soon if you can. I seem to be seeing it a lot less lately.
I know.
But
I don't get to the bins, so it doesn't matter.
And next up, I've actually had my eye on this one for a while just because of who was involved in designing it. And when I saw it for less than $5 in the bargain bin, I couldn't pass it up. Got John Woo Presents Stranglehold. So
that's a fucking bad game.
It's basically so bad isn't good, eh? Awesome. That's gonna be great. I can't wait.
How much
It's gonna be
was it?
hilarious to watch.
Very
it.
90s.
You paid $4, right?
Yeah.
Tell me you paid $4.
I hated the demo.
So I've
Please
heard.
don't tell me you paid more than $5.
So I've heard unanimously that it is a superb game and
Oh,
really
good
should have
God.
swept all the video game awards that year for sheer excellence.
All three of us hated it.
I get a pain in my balls thinking about that game. Like, it hurts.
Excellent. So yeah, so I happily plunked down $75 for it, and no,
That's a deal.
it was like $4.95. So
You're gonna want us on commentary for that one, because
Okay.
you're not gonna get through it otherwise.
no, that's good. We'll do it. We'll do it. With
Rip
the,
that thing a new asshole.
All right, so next up, I occasionally see these kicking around, and I always pass on them, but I don't know what it is. I just decided on a whim to go for it this time. It's like, what the hell? They look nice, kind of nice alternate artwork for these, and they were going for the same price as the regular edition, so I thought, why the fuck not? So I got some PS3 games in Steelbook editions. Pretty nice. So I picked up the last one I needed for this particular collection. I got Devil May Cry 4 in Steelbook.
That's a nice steelbook.
Yeah.
I almost bought that for like $6.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
Wow.
The guy at EB Games, when I brought this up, he's like, oh, I didn't even know we had that. Damn. He totally wanted it for himself, and he's like, well.
Oh well.
Too bad.
But comes with the manual and nice alternate artwork. But yeah, very very nice. Next up, another one I needed to complete my collection. Now I just need the 2 PSN games, and I'll have all of the PS3 games in this particular series. Got this one. Does anyone actually know what this is?
That's Assassin's Creed.
Ultramarine, right?
That's Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag.
Nice.
So
Oh,
there you go.
John
Yeah.
the Pirate. You need to get pirate cookies for that one.
That's right. So very nice. This is a special 2-disc edition that actually includes the soundtrack CD as well, which is pretty
That's cool. That's actually a pretty nice soundtrack. I have all of them soundtracks.
That's something. That's the one. Other than the packaging, that's the one big difference between this and the regular editions. There's like the signature edition. There's the GameStop edition. There's the special edition. They're all exactly the same. They're just different covers. So this is the Steelbook edition, which is the same as all the others, but it includes the soundtrack. So
I'm just gonna get the America's trilogy set and call it a day.
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's
In your
two. Actually,
defense,
there's
that's me,
Liberation and Freedom something.
Freedom Cry.
Freedom Cry, that's what it is. Those are the 2 PSN ones. The Liberation you can get on the America's set. Freedom Cry can only be got through.
Yeah, I actually own Liberation on the PS4,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't really play it because what would make Black Flag a lot better is the ability to pilot a ship.
I'm actually
But-
I'm actually kicking myself because, funny enough, what inspired me to grab that now was they had an Assassin's Creed sale last week on PSN. I got paid, random EB Games, got Assassin's Creed 4, bought a $25 gift card. The 2 PSN games are going for like $5 or $6 each. Normally they go for like 10 or 15. So grabbed a PSN gift card for $25, threw it in there, went to check. The sale ended the day before. I was like, fuck! So I went to look. Well, they can't go for that much more. And I look at like 10 and 15. Well, that would be my whole $25 gift card. So fuck that. I can wait. It's gonna be a while before I get around to playing them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not really big games anyway.
No, I just want them for completion's sake, really. So I'm not gonna pay $1 for them.
Yeah.
But
graphics problems. Reload
yeah.
this page.
So what ended up.
I'm not a fan of Assassin's Creed games.
All right. Well, so anyway, so what ended up happening with the $25 was Rosie went and sneakily bought some Minecraft DLC with $14 of it.
Name of Rosie.
And then And PSN has a flash sale going on right now, so I bought like 6 or so games with the flash sale. So
I actually bought a game too.
What did I buy in the flash sale? I bought I can't even remember. There was like an R-type game, like one of the newer ones. Soldner X 1 and 2. I grabbed those. Some kind of murder mystery horror game, some kind of RPG. Yeah, you can tell they were games I was really dying to get, and totally didn't just buy them because they were cheap.
I got the Castlevania Chronicles from the flash sale. That was it.
Yeah, a lot of the other stuff that they had there was things I already had, so one of which was Castlevania Chronicles. Otherwise, I would have grabbed that.
Alice Madness Returns is a really good deal. $2 and you get the original game and the new one.
Yes, I also have that already, so otherwise I would have grabbed that.
Oh yeah, I was just mentioning it for people.
I need to go
But
do
yes,
that real quick.
that is a very good deal because it gives you both games in glorious high definition. All right, so carrying on, more Steelbook games here. So this is one that I remember seeing sort of a behind-the-scenes thing about a while back, and I thought it looked really interesting. I love the lead actress in this. I think she's very beautiful and talented, and always a joy to watch. Picked up the Steelbook edition of Beyond Two Souls.
Another shitty game. Yay!
Awesome. Great.
Can't be shitty. It's a
I
steal.
actually feel I watched some of that. I think that might just be one of those cult games. It's not with broad appeal or anything, you know.
I thought it looked like an interesting idea, and I love Ellen Page.
I just heard it was riding on the coattails of Heavy Rain, and it just feels extremely bland in comparison.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever. We'll see.
I
It is what it
really
is,
want to.
yeah.
I really want to get that game though. I was looking at
Yeah.
it in the store today. How much did you pay for it?
It was like 15, I think.
Yeah, same here.
Like you can get it new, like the regular edition, for like 20, usually like 15, 20.
Yeah,
So
gonna wait for the $5 bid on that one.
I don't know. I liked what I saw in the videos I saw about it, so I wanted to check it out. Next up, I did play the demo of this many moons ago, and honestly, it didn't wow me. But I thought, what the fuck? I do enjoy this particular franchise. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's kind of obscure. It's called Star Wars, and I picked up The Force Unleashed, Ultimate Sith Edition.
Oh man, is that the
So,
Steelbook too?
That is
Yeah, you
the
went Steelbook
Steelbook.
crazy,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that had a Steelbook.
Oh yeah.
Neither did I.
used to have that, actually.
But this is really cool. It actually comes with art cards. And, it comes with one art card, so you would have to buy it from a set of 10. So you would have to buy 10 of these to get all 10 art cards. But then it has a book that actually gives you the art from all the art cards in like the same size. So
That's retarded.
kind of nice of them. So the only difference with the actual card is it's on cardstock. So it has the art card book, and then the instructions. So quite a nice.
Noah, I missed that. Shit.
Yeah, Klonoa's good. I've got that one too.
Yeah, I missed a bunch of these in the flash for some reason. I'm like looking at it again.
So yeah, but I thought like that's a pretty snazzy cover. Like that's way more badass than the regular cover, I think. So yeah. Anyway, pretty cool.
Trash Finger says,
Like-
"What the fuck is Star Wars?"
So I guess now, for completion's sake, I will pick up The Force Unleashed 2 next time I see it.
I really like that game. I did.
I've heard that a lot of people seem to feel that the second one was better.
I like
And then-
both of them a lot, honestly.
EB
I've heard the
Games,
complete opposite.
they are getting to know me by face now. There, so the guy at EB Games saw the steelbooks I was buying, and he says, "Hey, do you want the Far Cry 4 steelbook? Like, there's no game in it."
Oh my god!
He's like, "There's no game in
that's
it.
beautiful.
Holy fuck!
But if you
eBay
buy the
right
game
now.
at some point, you can just pop it in here." I was like, "Sweet." So he just
I'm going
threw it
right
in
now
for
to
free.
eBay to look for that thing right now because I want that.
He just threw it in for free. Said, "Yeah, here you go." There's a guy that comes in regularly, collects them, but I'm pretty sure he has.
It's a
this
Future
one,
Shop
so-
exclusive, you son of a
you can,
bitch!
so you can have this. So he just threw it in, just cause.
I bet you anything that he did that because otherwise he was being told to throw that out. That would have ended up in the goddamn dumpster.
Quite possibly. Yeah.
Fuck, I want that so bad.
It's very, very pretty. Yeah, like I like it.
Gorgeous.
Scarecrow in the
That's-
chat says, "Shitty games don't get Steelbooks. They're all criticizing me for not liking Beyond Two Souls."
That's right.
Oh,
You know what?
Yeah.
Fear 3 got
Logic.
a fucking Steelbook. So does most
Lots
of the
of
Call of Duty.
movies.
So does most of the Call of Duty games.
And movies.
And what was
Yeah.
the other one? And Resident Evil 6 got a fucking Steelbook.
Resident Evil 6.
There you go.
So you know what? Bad games get fucking steelbooks. So do
Plenty
bad
of
games.
bad
So-
games get the
Alright.
Steelbook treatment.
So that is it for the games. So what's next? Comics or Blu-rays?
Comics.
Blu-rays. I just don't
Blu-rays.
like contrarian.
Blu-rays. All right.
You
All right.
all suck.
So starting off here, as you know, I've been wanting to grab this one. It was going for like 26. For whatever reason, it was on sale for 20 this week. I thought, yeah, I could do 20, especially since Disney titles for 20 bucks, like A-list Disney releases for 20 bucks, you just don't see that ever. So that's a no-brainer. Picked up the signature edition of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Smart of you not to get the digibook.
The slipcover, because fuck the digibook and its titleless spine. That's why I didn't go with the
Hey,
digibook.
I'm still dealing with that titleless spine.
Yeah, I know. You're going
I'll
to
pay
therapy,
You're
I
a
think, aren't you?
spineless title. I mean, what?
So then picked up the latest addition to the DC animated universe
That's what my
movie
parents say to me,
collection.
skin
Got
slip.
Batman Bad Blood with the lovely bumpy muscular steel cover. Yeah, slip cover.
Steel cover.
So this
I didn't care for that film.
So this is Batman, Robin, Nightwing, Batwoman, and Batwing. And yes, they poke fun at him for having the name Batwing.
I gotta see that still.
So, yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm still way behind. I just keep buying them as they come out because I know I'll watch them eventually. And since we're on a superhero kick, I picked up the second one, 3D edition from Amazon. Surprisingly got the slipcover. Saw they had a couple of these in Best Buy the other day also with the slipcover because, just nobody cares about these movies. So their loss is my gain for my completionist tendencies. Picked up The Amazing Spider-Man in 3D.
That's a pretty sweet
That
cover.
one I like. I like parts of the second one, and then
Yeah, I liked aspects to this one. It's just overall I still prefer the Sam Raimi trilogy.
of course, or duology, because the third one doesn't.
Oh,
great either.
I like the third one. The third one has some issues, but
I hate the foisted on Venom. That's the problem.
well, yeah,
I feel like the movie would have been better without Venom.
it did not need Venom. Venom should have been his own movie.
Goddamn studio, and they
just
fucked the pooch because that's what caused Raimi to walk away.
Yeah.
He would have done more if they didn't fuck him so hard.
Well, and he had a great story going with the Sandman character, and like an interesting take on
No.
that, and yeah. And then finally, for the superhero stuff, you knew I was going to get this the second it came out. I looked in Best Buy, they didn't have it. I looked in HMV, they didn't have it. I looked in Walmart, they had one left. I grabbed it. Had to knock over a couple of grannies to get to it, but here we go. Howard the Duck, the Marvel Comics character, comes to life.
As soon as I announced
sweet.
it, I knew you were going to buy that.
Oh yeah.
I had to cancel my pre-order.
So I now own this on Laserdisc, DVD, and Blu-ray. And very happy to see that on the Blu-ray cover they did not airbrush out the cigar like they did on the DVD cover. However, on the back they've got the artwork used for the DVD cover that does have the cigar airbrushed out. Stop taking away Howard's cigars! Fuck you and your revisionist history PC bullshit. Howard
pose a
smokes
question.
cigars.
I
Deal
bet
with
you,
it.
you know what? I didn't see the cigar the first time, and I bet you someone else didn't either on that front cover.
Yeah.
I want to get that now.
If cigars
There
are
you
so
go.
bad, how come George Burns?
Just trying to imagine, Sean, like a re-release of Lost in Las Vegas with Stogie without the cigars.
Yeah, I know.
So dropping cigar rings, he's just dropping coins everywhere. So
Some rappers
And then a
or
fire
something.
happens.
I keep losing my money all the time.
All right, so next up, I also got a couple of things from Twilight Time recently. These I actually ordered last month. They just came in the past couple weeks. So first off, you may recall I got the original release of this when it came out, and there was no sort of deluxe edition or 3D edition in sight. Well, Twilight Time to the rescue. We got Harlock, Space Pirate, 3D. So this is what the release should have been all along. Because the version that I got, while it did have nice, a nice insert book with lots of artwork and a nice slipcover, it's the English dub only. Whereas this is the Japanese version, the English version, and the 3D version. It's a beautiful 2-disc set. It's actually got quite a lot of extras on it, which is surprising for a Twilight Time release. And it's got a big honkin' booklet loaded with beautiful artwork. And, yeah, just generally a really, really nice release. And what this movie needed all along. So, yeah, so very happily double-dipped on this because this is what it should have been all along. And then next up, I also picked up this one, the 1984 movie of 1984, with John Hurt and Richard Burton, his final film appearance. Very, very cool. The DVD of this, I used to have the MGM DVD of this many years ago. It has been out of print pretty much since I used to have it. So going on about 10 years, I think, it's been out of print. So Twilight Time to the rescue, pulling it out of the archives and giving us not just a re-release, but a nice snazzy Blu-ray release, no less. And since I picked up the movie, I thought it was about time I also picked up the book, because I've never actually read the book. It's like one of the few.
Switch hands.
One of the few English classes. Oh, I see what you did.
Oh no, this is the same fucking eye. Damn it! I was hoping that you'd make a face out of it. That'd been awesome.
They actually are in different eyes. Like if you look, but it's similar.
That book has stayed on my coffee table since I've.
So, I love it. In choosing a book edition, there's of course a million different printings of this. I grabbed this one because I thought it had the nicest cover, and it actually kind of goes with the Blu-ray cover quite nicely too. So very cool. So anyway, looking forward to A, seeing the movie again, and B, reading the book for the first time. So yeah, for some reason my English class is one of the few English classes in history not to read 1984. We did do great. We did.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it just never came up in any of my English classes. I couldn't believe it.
Mine either.
I
never read it. So.
The one that we did get was Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, which I really enjoyed a lot, and is apparently.
I've heard the Iron Maiden song.
It's actually quite a nice companion piece to 1984. They both kind of explored similar ideas in different ways.
But talk about missing the boat. Like if you'd have done on grade 9, you could have studied 1984 in 1984.
Yeah, there you go. See, like obviously someone wasn't paying attention. All right, so that is it.
To what year it is.
Yeah, that is it for the Blu-rays. Next up, we have comics. These I can go through fairly quickly because it's mostly single issues. I recently rewatched the movie, saw there was a comic book, wanted to get it, so I did. Got Pacific Rim: Tales from the Drift.
I need to get that.
This is issue 1 from Legendary Comics. It's actually Legendary Films themselves putting this out, so that's pretty cool. So that's issue 1. Issue 2. The artwork is really gorgeous in these two, by the way. I don't know how well you can see there, but it's very, very nicely done. Actually, if I show you, it's not Gypsy Danger. It's actually a different Jaeger featured in this.
Hey, Thrash Finger says, "Fuck 1984. It was a lame year because I wasn't in it." Hey, guess what?
Yeah, here we go.
That was the year I was born.
There we go. So you get some Kaiju versus Jaeger action there. But yeah, really, I've just started reading the first issue, but so far it looks pretty good. Definitely enjoying it. And we got issue number 3, and there's a 4th issue either out now or coming soon. I think it's only a miniseries. So next up, I picked up the first 5 issues a while ago. I thought it was about time I started to get it up to date. So I'm not fully up to date yet. I've still got like 8 more issues to pick up. But picked up Escape from New York, issue number 6.
Hey, I just finished the first volume of that.
Oh, there you go. This is kind of what will be in the second volume. And number 7.
Yeah.
Then number 8. There you go. So very cool. There's, I believe, 16 issues out currently. And then, oh boy, did I ever scour the shelves looking for issue number 1. They did not have it, so I thought, well, at least I'll get issues 2 through 4, and I'll grab number 1 the next time it comes into print. Got Back to the Future. The Comic-Con. There's a Comic-Con coming to the local mall in a couple months, and the artist from this is going to be there. So
nice.
If I can make it, I may try to get that signed. And
you should.
Issue number 3.
Yay.
Later, I should tell y'all my Back to the Future story from last weekend.
And issue number 4. And there you go. And that is not it. There's another stack here. Hold on a second.
Christ.
Hold on.
You did say you went overboard.
I did. I went nuts. All right. So then here, got caught up
you did.
on the other Kurt Russell movie-inspired comic book, Big Trouble in Little China, number 18. And number 19.
I'm in the middle of reading that, and all about Jack Burton's many wives.
Yes. Number 20. Number 21.
I'm so glad. That's actually coming to an end thing, I think they said soon.
And the latest issue, number 22. So it's going to be, it's going to have like an ending?
I suspect, yes.
I don't know. Well, I mean, everything does eventually. But that's cool.
Well,
I don't mind if it's a finite series. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and
as long as they have to wrap it up, that's all I care.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd rather it go out on a high note than be dragged out forever.
Or to be cut off suddenly.
And then, of course, the latest issue of Gem and the Holograms, which I have to say I'm really enjoying this on many levels. Not only is the story and the artwork wonderful, but also just the diversity of the characters. In the original series, we had diverse ethnicities represented. This one being a more modernized take, we also have diverse sort of sexualities represented. So some characters are lesbian, some characters are bisexual. The character on the cover here is actually a transgender woman, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually really, really enjoying the fact that they're representing all of these different groups very tactfully and nicely. You know? Yes. That what?
Being the biodiversity that is us.
Yes.
Us being a people. You know?
Well, and because I mean, this is a book that's essentially targeted towards young girls and such, and teenage audience. Which so I think it's great to see it. Just showing the acceptance of all these diversities so openly, and it's great. So then next up, I picked up the individual issues of these a little while ago, and then I was lamenting that I couldn't find the last issue. And everyone's saying, well, there's a trade paperback, just pick that up. So I looked around and I found it. So I got Mad Max Fury Road, the trade paperback.
I need that too.
Which includes all 4 issues, individual comics that were published, in addition to an additional story exclusive to the trade paperback, which tells the story of the War Rig and where that came from.
I still need to get the last 2.
So there you go. So next up, more Big Trouble in Little China. Basically, I picked up the first trade paperback just because, I want to show my support for the series. Plus, with the trade paperbacks, you get all the alternate covers, which is a way cheaper way to get those than tracking down all the individual issues. Plus, this also gives me an alternate reading copy that I can enjoy without having to dig out my individual issues all the time. So, pretty cool stuff. Love me. If you're a fan of the movie, you really got to check this out. It's a really, really good comic. Really enjoying it a lot. And then finally, last but most certainly not least, again, just showing my support for this wonderful series, picked up the trade paperback of Gem and the Holograms, which features the first 6 issues, which is basically the first big story arc. And there you go.
Truly, truly outrageous.
And again, also a way to get all the alternate covers really cheap. So as you can see,
they were, Cass.
The artwork, I just love the redesign on the Misfits here. They're so badass, so stylized and crazy. I love it.
That's a nice splash page. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really, really outstanding artwork in that series. Alrighty, that is it. That is it for the pickup. Holy
Skeleton says, "What the fuck is Mad Max Fury Road?"
Have you been living under a rock? Like this a whole year.
What the fuck is a rock?
What the fuck's living? Can you
define
what
an under?
What the fuck's a fuck? Wait a minute.
Son of a
Fuck
bitch.
is what?
What?
Fuck
What?
That's where it ends at. What?
Do you guys want to hear my Back to the Future story from the other night?
Well, by the way, sorry everybody, I was just saying, Big Trouble in Little China Volume 2 trade paperback is out now. I held it in my hands in 2 different stores, so you can easily get it now.
I'll be picking that up, no worries.
Yeah. So that goes up to issue 8.
I want to hear your story, Ryan.
Let's hear your story of Back to the Future-ness, Ryan.
Okay. Well, people that know me on social media will know that I went last weekend to see a live or a screening of Back to the Future, which has been one of my dreams that I've always wanted to do. Plus, hear the score played live by an actual orchestra has always been a dream of mine. I'm talking about when I was younger, when my parents were going through their divorce and all that stuff. That soundtrack was one of the staples that I listened to it nonstop. It means a lot. And I know it inspires it inspires other people too. But it's always been one of those ones I've been wanting to, see played live. Well, there's actually a tour going around the United States, and they're actually screening Back to the Future with different symphonies around the United States, and so I was like, hey, they're coming to Jacksonville. I got to do this. And it's actually the Jacksonville Symphony Orchestra that actually did it, that did the screening. And the day before, like literally the day it happened, it was earlier in the day, I saw something on Facebook from the Jacksonville Symphony, and somebody was just joking around, and they were like, oh, is Alan Silvestri going to be there? You know, the composer? And I was like, yeah, right. And they responded and said, yes, he will be in attendance. And I was like, what?
Whoa, that's so cool.
And so,
Nice.
so first of all, I was like just excited about that because I'm a huge fan of his soundtracks. And so I get there.
It's such a great soundtrack.
We're getting there, and they get up front, and we had front row seats. I'm actually going to be showing, because this was still a part of my 24-hour movie marathon. It was like the final hurrah that I did for it. So I'm there, and I'm like exhausted and stuff, but it'll be in the video, and they'll show clips of the whole thing in my video. But they said, yeah, we would like to introduce, you know, the composer and, you know, Back to the Future and everything, pretty much. And Alan Silvestri, he gets up out of the crowd. He was like in the 4th row. He got up out of the crowd and walked on stage. And I was like, what? He's sitting in the crowd. And then he gets up there and says that his wife and her whole family's from Jacksonville, where I live. So I was like, man, it's a small world. And that's why he was there. Like, because he was bringing her whole family to it. And so, you know, the show went on, they played the movie, they played the score next to it. He actually wrote additional music for these screenings. So there's parts of the movie that on the Blu-ray, like if you're watching the movie, like the theatrical versions, there's some parts like at the beginning when, you know, he's walking with Jennifer in front of the clock tower and he's talking about his, you know, he's really feels let down about getting rejected. Well, in the movie, there's nothing. There's no score. It's just like background sound and stuff. Well, he wrote part of the score. Like, he wrote a segment of music for that whole scene.
Nice.
It was amazing. And so that's kind of what the whole movie did. And they did an intermission. And the intermission, the first part ended with Lorraine going, you know, they were like, where does he live? And she's like, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. And then it said intermission. That's where they did the intermission. And which was perfect because, you know, of course with symphonies they're going to do like an intermission and stuff.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, Alan Silvestri is standing right over there. And a couple people I saw started going up to him, like with like the record, like the albums of the score and everything. I was like, dude, I told my wife, I was like, man, if I should have brought some movies for him to sign. But I was like, and she was like, you know what? You should just get a picture with him. And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna go do. And so I went up to him, and I got this picture.
Yes, there it is.
I had to.
Oh my God, you got a picture.
That is awesome. Look at you.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Beaming through your bleary-eyed marathon tiredness.
Yes. And there's that woman photobombing it right between us. It looks kind of like what?
Excellent.
In the video, you should have zoomed in on that and like then made little glasses come down on her face and please play.
And so in one evening, I saw the movie, I heard the score play live, and I met Alan Silvestri, and I did not expect any of that to happen. Like, my mother-in-law was like, yeah, because my mother-in-law got us the tickets, like, as a gift, because she wants to, like, be my patron, but she, like, wanted to actually pay for, like, events and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, I want you guys to go to this. And so, like, I just expected to watch the movie and hear the music.
Yeah.
I didn't actually realize and I was like, I met him? I mean, that's crazy.
I
And,
will be right back.
That's fantastic.
And so it was an awesome night, and I walk outside, and they had like a full-on DeLorean, like right in front of the symphony hall, like right in the middle of everything.
Shit, man. So this is like so much more than you were expecting. I mean, you just thought, oh, I'm gonna go see the movie with live music. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
And it just became this mind-blowing, all-encompassing Back to the Future experience.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like if I went to a screening of like E.T. and saw Steven Spielberg there, or John Williams, which
That's right, yeah.
next month my same symphony is doing the exact same thing, but they're doing with E.T. So hopefully I'll be going to that.
Oh.
I'm going to try to get tickets for that, but of course John Williams probably isn't going to be there, but still. Being one of my favorite.
John Williams hails
John
from
Williams will be in
Jacksonville.
attendance.
His dog sometimes comes here to vacation.
Like,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, John Williams is with us tonight, and he stands up and he's sitting right next to you, like,
Sitting
Yeah.
like two
oh
people.
my god!
I thought
Would
you
be-
looked familiar.
would be funny if it was Will Ferrell wearing a white beard.
The bald cap.
So it was a pretty awesome evening, and oh man, the video that I of course illegally filmed a lot of the. I filmed him speaking, and I filmed a lot of different segments of the movie just because I'm going to show them in part of the video that I show, just like I did the Star Trek thing when I showed the Star Trek music like in a video, and I mean it was just amazing. There's nothing like hearing live music, but let alone a score that you like, it's iconic and you love. So that's my Back to the Future story.
Fantastic.
Beautiful story.
Well, I don't think we can end on anything better than that, so let's end here.
I agree.
Sounds good.
What a wonderful story to end the evening on, rather than just us farting and telling dick jokes like we usually are at this time of day. All right, cool. Well,
It's usually the
thank-
point where I'm like, I went to a washroom and then this happened. I was actually going to follow up something just a little bit on what Ryan was saying, just about the sound. You make that face when I have anything to say.
Uh-huh.
Just Ryan
I'm
talking.
trying to click stop broadcast, and then you keep talking. So tell your story quickly.
End the broadcast.
No. What? You're going to add something.
When Ryan was saying about how the soundtrack, meant a lot to him growing up, and meant a lot to a lot of people, I was just going to relate. I had a similar experience with that, especially in high school. I used to listen to it a lot, and in particular, I had a friend who had an Audi 5000 Turbo. It was a very 80s car, and we used to play that soundtrack while driving in his car, and it was really funny because when you would stomp on it to accelerate, the thing had like no power off the line. So you're going about 30 miles an hour or so, and then when the turbo kicked in, it like pushed you right back in your seat. So we would time it like with the music. Okay, the music got going was when the car would get going, and
Oh, that's awesome. Just
flying
right.
down all the little side streets by our school.
Awesome.
That was pretty cool. We sort of called it was like the the poor man's time machine. So
Yeah. That's awesome though.
Totally, man. What the fuck is that?
Totally.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh well.
Don't do that.
Anyway, so have yourselves a good week, everybody. Whoa, we'll be heading over to Twitch very shortly to play some, my next says Musical Thrones. Yes, by the way, I should mention with the Game of Thrones playthroughs, you may have noticed I recently re-uploaded all of them so far to YouTube, with the opening theme music replaced by one of my own compositions. That's because what was happening was the entire video was fine. Telltale Games doesn't give a shit. But the company that owns the score to the HBO series sure does. And that's the one thing they use in the Telltale Games game is the theme song from the show. So the theme song from the show, that 35 seconds of music, was getting my entire video blocked in multiple countries because of it. So fuck that noise. I basically went and removed the music. I was going to remove the whole title sequence. And I thought, I want to keep the title sequence in at least. So I'll put some of my own music in instead. So I put some of my own in and re-rendered the whole fucking thing. So that's like 6 hours of video I re-rendered just to remove that 30 seconds of music. Re-uploaded them. And, so if you want to hear it with the theme song intact, the only way to do so is to watch when we're live on Twitch. Because the YouTube versions will be censored out of necessity. I do apologize. Yeah.
And InSaNiTy has been blocked.
So there you go. Just for discussing the theme music in Game of Thrones.
Just for Stav's poor little.
Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, I should use that version. The Peter Dinklage version.
Yes! Do it!
Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
From now on, the episode you post needs to have the Peter Dinklage version of the intro.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage.
Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Peter.
There is one out there that I think you should use if you can ever find it, and it's this obviously the theme song, but it's like people going like.
I wonder if they have one performed by that recorder guy who did
The one who did
Titanic theme. Yeah. That would be. All right. On that note, have yourselves a great week. We'll see those of you on Twitch who are coming to Twitch.
Delay